flashing lights everywhere.
Niggas was saying shit about me, they didn't even fucking know me. This is my story. This is what I was doing when wasn't nobody looking.
Y'all don't know what goes on in practice or the locker room.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa! That was a good ass whoop whoop, y'all. We're gonna have a good week.
Hey, Joe, you know you got glitter on your lip, right?
I got glitter?
Yeah.
I've been eating them 2000 snacks.
All right.
Gil, why you gonna wait till we come right on the air? You sitting right next to me.
Because I just drank some water and I look like,
It's still there?
oh, you got the glitter on the lip.
It's still there? Cream shit all in your mouth, glitter?
What you doing before the show, Joe?
You sitting right next to me.
I'm saying that's how most of us got caught, leaving the strip club. Go home, got glitter all on your face. Be like, ah, damn it.
I don't know what Gil's talking about. I'm just here to host.
You never been to the strip club.
I was right at the shootout all weekend. This is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. Festive, no glitter, but festive.
Yeah, it's festive, yeah.
You coming with the sweaters all day, every day?
Every day, baby. Every day.
Okay.
The ugly sweater. Someone's throwing an ugly sweater party.
I went to one on Friday.
No end. Wow.
It wasn't that fun though.
Because we wasn't there.
Yeah, you guys definitely would have turned to that. We walked in and
You walked out? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, it was bad.
We got Lexi Brown back.
Okay.
No cannon.
Hey.
Sweater, but not Christmassy, but we're getting there.
It's
getting there.
festive.
I'll have a cute one tomorrow. A cute little Christmas sweater. So I'm very excited to wear it.
And in the holiday spirit, we got Brandon Jennings here with us. All black.
Demon time.
Right?
Grinch.
Complete
This is a
opposite.
Grinch.
Ebony Scrooge. None of y'all getting shit.
We in hostile territory as always. But here's what we got cooking in the arena today. Clippers on a league-leading 7-game winning streak. But does Kawhi deserve to be in the MVP convo? Ooh. Steph became the first player with 3,500 career threes, but he also snapped his consecutive game with a three streak at 268 games. Which record is more unbreakable? And the moment has finally arrived. Ja Morant's suspension ends this week. Ja coming home. But can 12 get the Grizzlies into the top 10 in the West? And before we proceed, all you fans out there, okay, we did a giveaway last week. Hopefully everybody got their bread. You guys were
I think we got one person.
okay, but they were very diligent in letting us all know that they had not received their money. Stop putting your cash apps in the chat right now. We will let you know the next time that we do a giveaway. But today is not that day.
Damn.
But
Damn. Woo.
you know who is giving away bread? Underdog Fantasy. Go ahead, download the app. Use promo code GILD. They will match your first deposit up to $100. You can get a $100 deposit match by simply using promo code GIL on Underdog Fantasy. So make your holidays bright and go ahead and help us out as well. What happened, Gil? I got glitter? No.
No. Y'all are ruthless. The chat is ruthless. We put the list out, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, people started making fake accounts to get that money, and that's what a lot of people did. So our very first contestant who won, she already had got hacked. So she's the only one that hasn't got paid so far.
Did she get hacked? Or she playing you, Gil?
It don't matter.
Keep sending that five. Keep sending that five.
Keep sending that
How did
five.
she get hacked? How does that
I
happen?
don't know.
Sorry to that girl. We'll get you your money though.
Yeah, we're gonna get you your money.
It's coming.
And as always, we do MostlyFans at the end of every show. Send us a good question with your Underdog Fantasy username. We will give you a $50 bonus to your Underdog account if we use your question on the show. If you send us a video at mostlyfansgil@gmail.com and we use that video on the show, we will give you $100. And as always, if you can't watch the live episode with us, we got audio versions available, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast at. So, Gil, we had a productive weekend. Y'all had us working overtime Saturday.
Yeah, facts.
Nearly 100 contestants pulled up to the Gills Arena shootout tryout for a chance to win that $100,000 prize.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Good job.
That's what's up, for real.
We had a lot of support. But one contestant in particular really made waves. Pulled up in a ski mask.
Yeah.
A man by the name of Trey Sanford. Can't see his face. Looks familiar, though.
I know, right? Right? He looked like he played in the NBA at one of them college teams. Did you get to see him?
I did see him.
Was he nice?
He stuck me up in the parking lot.
Never seen no.
He was just practicing, though, because I had no bread on me. But we do have I think we have the real people who advanced, right? The top 16. So let's take a look at that list. Okay, so qualifiers. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce their names.
Wait, was it one of?
Tope came through though, hit 17 at 54 years old. Shout out to the Compton Magic.
Yeah, and talking shit. Yeah. What's so funny is if he wasn't playing around on the last rack, he would have probably had the top.
Shout out Gabe York too.
Bear down.
Yeah.
They said that one of the guys was the little trainer dude from when he went on TV and shot on Inside
Miracle.
NBA.
Yeah.
That was
Anthony.
him?
Anthony.
That was.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
That's
I
what
didn't
they
know
said
that.
on Instagram.
Yep.
Because that I don't know when he went on the show, but that clip had been circulating.
Yeah, he said you hit him good. He was in Florida on a vacation.
Yep.
He hopped on a flight, came through, and now he has a chance to win
Off the,
$100,000.
let's say
Them
off the
saying-
plane.
Yeah, they tried to clown him on Inside
he
the
looked
NBA.
crazy on TV.
Man, because it's probably the NBA 3.
It looked,
A lot of shooters,
he was
man, that-
probably nervous.
NBA 3, yeah.
Wiped him.
Huh? No, it's another 5.
We got another page where that's just the top 5 qualifiers.
Oh, this is
Hey,
the
look,
top 5. Okay.
Top 5. We got 10 more that'll beat her. So make sure y'all pull up January 20th, 2024 at the District in Chatsworth for the main event. Winner take all, $100,000.
Woo!
Gil, are you entering twice?
What do you mean twice?
I'm just saying.
I didn't shoot. I'm automatically in.
Okay, just making sure.
Listen, that might be my cousin Wilbert. I don't know.
Wilbert.
Wilbur Arenas.
But, so Gil, this past Sunday was the 17th anniversary of your 60-point game against the Lakers. You did a YouTube live last night. I watched most of it.
Okay.
Very entertaining, very enjoyable. So let's go back down memory lane with a special You Gotta Remember. Where the video? Here it is. Let's take a look. On Kwame. Look at you. Oh.
Those jerseys are so tough.
Because a lot of people pointed out, Kobe didn't really get a lot of those buckets to the second half. It looked more like the Smushkalade.
To the second half? Yeah. I mean, I scored 40-something in the second half.
Okay, well, there you have there's one of them, though.
Yep, get that.
There's another.
And it's back to 13.
There's another one, and one.
Here, they are right here.
Go to the line is Kobe. Got him on the way by they.
Was Kobe talking to you at all during that game?
Nah. I don't know. I was too fast.
Respect? Oh, you couldn't hear him?
First lead since the opening 12.
Ooh.
That's 12 right there. That's 14 right there. I mean, you know, that's 16 right there with the free throw. I'm just saying. I don't know how they counting. That's 19 right there. that's 20 right there. I don't even know what they're talking about, man. That's 21 right there.
So you were 17 to 32 from the field, 5 for 12 from 3, 21 for 27 from the line.
Bow.
Also had 8 rebounds, the bow.
Bow.
Surprisingly, you also had 8 assists in that game.
Oh, yeah, no, I passed the ball.
You were passing?
Okay, sis. 32 shots.
You know, I had to go ahead and throw it.
So
By accident. By accident. It fell out your hand.
that was supposed to be a turnover. So nearly 5,000 players have played in the NBA. Only 35 have scored 60 or more points in the NBA game. So you were amongst that list. For everybody who says, why does Gil talk basketball? What are your accomplishments? What are your achievements? One of 35.
I think I'm top 10 youngest.
Score 60?
So what are your favorite memories from that game?
You know, growing up a Laker fan, you know what I mean? You know, your friends, y'all split Lakers and Clippers. So, you know, I always played well actually against the Lakers. Before the 60, I was averaging like 32 against them. I had 75 people there. So, you know, family, friends, high school basketball team. So I invited a lot of people, you know, to that game. So to like really perform was more of the thing. That's who I was bowing to. I was bowing to all the people that actually came to see me play.
So you had all 75, 100 level, 200 level. Did you disperse them? Some in the 300?
No, it was on that first level.
So you paid for how many?
Yeah, it was like 20-something thousand. We wasn't hot, so it didn't really cost that much, right? It didn't cost that much, so.
Damn.
But yeah, it was like a home. It was like a real home game for me. Like coming back, I was an all-star. I was like in my zone, so it was like that was a big game for me. That was a big game.
That's a great story. That's a great story.
Family and friends.
Did you have any legendary celebrity encounters during or after that game? Like, was Jack Nicholson there talking shit to you?
Nah, but was it Tisha, Pam from Martin?
Tisha Campbell?
Tisha Arnold?
Oh, Tachina Arnold?
That's her name?
That was, yeah.
That's
Is that
from Mark?
Pam? That's
Pam.
Yeah.
She was like only like a couple rows down, you know what I mean? Very shy, hey, sweetheart, what's happening? Childhood crush, what's happening? Pam? Pam got that work. Yeah, I was trying, but by the time I got there, she was already gone.
Get to stepping.
And I couldn't get it on the bench because I didn't really sit on the bench like that. But she was there. I was like, yeah, I'm about to try to bag it.
You would have talked to her from the bench?
Yeah.
That's something you do often?
No, but she was, like the Lakers, they the Laker bench, like the celebs sit like right there. Like this is before, like now, they do it now, but back then it's like if this is coach's seat, it's like Jack Nicholson's like right there. And then on the other side, like you have like 3 or 4 seats right there. So she was right on the bench. So
that was the first time you would have talked to someone off the bench?
Celebrity?
Just anybody.
Celebrity, one I watched on TV all the time?
Celebrity or like a girl you thought was pretty or something. Would you talk to them off the bench? You
Facts,
did that?
right there? Yeah, facts. Right there, because that means she's obviously someone got seats right there. Yeah.
And you're the guy.
You know what I mean? You been watching the game? Good game, right? Good game, right there.
I would love to see that. That would be funny.
I mean,
Try to talk to a girl from the bench?
Right here. This is how close it was from like it was like Deshaun. It'd have been Deshaun and somebody else and her. So it was just right there. So I'd have probably like tried to move in that seat.
Like,
How you doing? Big fan, Love your work.
Love your work.
Let's talk about some positives. People may not know this, but a DC area public school made $6,000 off that game. Mm-hmm. Please tell me why.
I did a Scores for Schools program where I decided every point I made, I donated $100. So we did a raffle right before the season. I did home games, right? And while I was doing the home games, one of the schools I picked was the owner of Poland's elementary school.
Okay.
And he got teared up, and then he said he will do the road games.
Okay, so that was coming out of his pockets.
Yeah, that was coming out of his pocket. So we're probably the only player and owner to ever do a community event together. So we did that for 2 years. So I did the home games, he did the road games.
So Gil and A. Poland loved the kids.
Yeah, it was a great way to be selfish for a good cause.
all in point.
Like, I wanted to pass you the ball, but they need new computers.
Man.
They need new computers at this school, so I gotta go ahead and get the 54.
That makes sense. What they gonna say?
Man, he gonna find a way.
I'm gonna find a smart way to ball hog.
He's gonna find a way.
I'm ball hogging for a good cause.
For the
For
children.
the kids.
For the kids. For the children.
This is not for y'all, this is for the kids. So Gil, you said Kobe didn't talk much during that game, but did you guys ever talk about that game afterwards? Did he ever show you some love?
Oh, the plane ride. Oh, yeah, the plane ride. Because, Karan. Karan's talking trash. And Kobe's on the phone, and that's when I was like, and he was like, yeah, the black mamba. And I was like, I'm the black, tell him I'm the black mongoose. Like, we were just fucking around. He was like, all right, we'll see when I get to LA. I mean, when we get to Washington.
What happened when he got to Washington, Gil?
Gave him 39. Gave him 39.
You gave him 39 or he gave you 39?
He gave me 37.
You got 39?
39. We lost. That wasn't the point. The point was they were designed to stop me. They designed to stop me, and I still put in 39.
Oh, so it didn't matter. It was just you and.
But when you think about something like this, and people don't understand, like when you're talking about the psychic part of it, right? He's saying when I come there, that same shit ain't gonna happen, right? So at that point, it ain't even about the game. It's about basically standing up for yourself. So anytime he guarded me, it was this ISO work. This ISO work. From the beginning of the game, ISO. And that's how that game went. I think I shot like 9 for 29.
You did. But you had you had 37, Kobe had 39.
He did?
Got the best of you, Gil.
Oh.
With the win.
With the win.
I didn't care about no.
It didn't matter.
He didn't care about no damn
Y'all
win.
could have just played one-on-one, huh?
But basically, that's what it was. It was one-on-one. It was one-on-one. I ain't gonna lie. It was. But they already knew that going into the game.
Well, you say he was 9 for 29. How many free throws did you shoot?
They kept me off the free throw line that game.
16 for 17, Gil.
I shot 17.
Okay, you were getting it. 3 for 15 from 3, though.
3 for 15, yeah.
That's a lot of
It was
threes.
right. Hey, listen, it was
That's
rough.
a lot of threes.
I wasn't going out without a fight. Come on. If I'd have took like 5, 10 shots, even if we would have won, he would have made it a point like, yeah. So you ain't come play today. Like, and people don't realize that, man. Like sometimes when it really don't matter what the outcome is. Like if I went 1 for 40, he would still have respect to that. Versus going 8 for 9.
That's fair. And we had a lot of people at the shootout. They said their motivation for coming was to beat you to defend Kobe's legacy for that 60-point game. More than a few people I interviewed were like, yeah, I'm just coming to bust Gil's ass because he gave Kobe 60.
Yeah.
We'll see if they achieve that.
For Kobe.
Now let's talk about...
Not for yourself.
You see how they
not for
shot
them.
that ball?
All right. Like,
Woo!
It was not for them. It was
Man, hey, when y'all see how some of them shot the ball, y'all all would have showed up.
everybody.
The funny shit, I was like, yo, who do people tell you your jumper's like? And more than like 80% were like, oh, you know, Steph, Dame,
I saw
Clay.
horrible shooting forms.
Man, it was 1 foot.
It was nasty out there.
Somebody went 1 for 25. Did anybody go 0 for? Was there 0 for out there?
I don't know. But we saw,
I know there was a 1 for 25.
I witnessed the 1 for 25. I witnessed that.
It was like,
Damn.
Got a bit.
we should just let you in just to let you in.
God.
Yep. Hey, you should get arrested for that if you wasting everybody's time. We had a whole production crew, everybody taking time out of their Saturday. For you to do that
Jog
shit.
off.
For you to go 1 for 20, you fucking waste everybody's time. You can't shoot. What you doing?
1 for
But it makes for good TV, so. I hope some of y'all didn't set yourselves up in them interviews to get clowned. Okay? But
No, they did.
let's talk about the contemporary NBA now. Grizzlies have looked like mildew this season, but thankfully, John Morant's 25-game suspension is set to end this week. Josh eligible to return on December 19th for the Grizzlies road game against the Pelicans. Gil, you've already said that you think he's not playing that game. I think he might.
I wouldn't. I mean, that's just me. It's more of a personal stance of you guys suspended me for 25 games, right? And then my first game back, you guys want to put us on TNT. Nah, that's not what we doing. You know what I mean?
That
Like
game
you,
tomorrow's on TNT.
yeah, that game's on TNT. Like you gonna put the game on TNT, the number 1 pick versus number 2 pick, right? It makes me seem like you guys did this intentionally, right? I can
So
say
this
if
has been on the schedule. This wasn't changed. Oh.
It was,
Yeah, it's
it was
been on
not
the schedule.
academic
That's
or coincidental.
crazy.
So
They
he playing
should sit
against
this one out.
Zion,
Ooh,
TNT.
yeah.
I would sit this one out. See y'all at home next game against Indiana.
On League Pass.
On League Pass. Now, what it does is it makes NBA, if you want me prime time, because I don't want like Charles Barkley, the TNT crew to talk about me, no.
Right.
Now, we'll go back home where my announcers get to talk about me in a good light versus going on the road. And then they go like, oh, John Morant, this is his first game back from the spin. I know my home crowd ain't doing that. I know my home announcer's not doing that.
So John met with the media for the first time last week, talked about his perspective on life, as well as the game and the chip on his shoulder. Where the
books
video.
or classes aside from, people that you were learning from?
Therapy, learning from, me. Obviously, I feel like I learned some stuff about myself that, I didn't during that, process. Very eye-opening. Kind of gave me a new look, on life with, how I go about my days, how, I carry myself, just being grateful and thankful, that I'm, still here and in the position that I'm in. Yeah, it's a share size now, not share size.
Thanks, everyone.
Not a little small chip no more, it's a share size.
Wait, what?
He said it's not a small chip, anymore. It's a share size. So it's a big chip on his shoulder.
Oh, a share size.
I believe. Somebody said chair size too, but I don't, I was
Share, like,
it
y'all
sounded like
Like a
share.
big bag of chips.
Yeah, y'all gonna share this work.
That Costco family size bag of chips. So what are your expectations for John Morant this season now coming back off his 25-game suspension?
You better shoot the ball every time. Like, Memphis hasn't shown him or us anything like for him to come back to and be like, okay, let me like help y'all, like find y'all steps. Like, there have been games that I've watched Memphis where they look like they don't even want to be out there. So I think he's just going to bring a lot of energy and re-energize the team, but he needs to like do his thing completely.
Yeah, I think a lot of energy. I think the main thing is just win. I think once he come back and they start winning, all the noise, everything. I mean, it's already gone, but that's the biggest thing. Just come back and start winning. Just play well, win, and everything else will just fall in place.
Yeah, he's the battery. He's the battery pack of the team. So all the highlights that we haven't seen a highlight yet from that group, right? So
No, nothing. No,
Yeah.
seriously.
We see some lowlights.
But the 40, was somebody had 49 on their team?
Yeah, Desmond Bain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Desmond Bain, but and even that was still just like, all right, whatever.
yeah. All right. The next one is
Jared Jackson.
more days. But yeah. This just him bringing back like that the swag of the city, right? And that's the type of player he is. So I'm pretty sure he gonna be on Sports Center. Someone's getting bodied first game.
Yeah.
Okay.
It still be you. Like at the end of the day, still be you.
Yeah.
Like still be you, still be Ja. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like first time you get an opportunity, I don't just try to like they had you in court talking about you dunking on K.
Yeah.
Whatever, like
Talk
bring
about
that
your jewelry. Was it real or fake or not? It was how to throw a chest pass.
Yeah, like
How to check the ball.
Ridiculous. But
that was nuts.
that was crazy. I thought
He
that
got
was
the are your diamonds real question. They should have been like, nope. Fake as shit, I'm broke.
Yeah.
Know what you're talking about. So Gil, you also, not a similar situation, but underwent a 50-game suspension for some situations that obviously are well documented. What did you learn about yourself and the game during your own suspension?
That I needed basketball, right? That it was really all I knew, right? I didn't have a life outside of the court, right? So I'm went to Miami, right? So I was there for the Super Bowl. Didn't go to the Super Bowl. Didn't even walk down the streets. Was just on the balcony, just watching everybody else. But I realized I didn't have anything, right? If they took this away from me, there was really. So I was depressed. That's when I decided, fuck that, I'm changing my number. And that's when I changed my number from 0, went to 9. Don't even know why. Maybe there was a 9th year. I have no idea why. But it was. That's when I was sitting there, with all the thoughts of, what if this was it? Didn't like that feeling.
Yeah.
Did you go to like Ja mentioned like therapy and stuff like that? Did you like go talk to anybody, or you was just like by yourself?
Girl,
your
back
thoughts?
then that was called weak-minded.
Yeah.
That was back then. That's what it was. You go to therapy, you was weak-minded. Like you supposed to be able to, handle that yourself. So I wish there was. I wish there was like that therapy talk back then, because that was it. That was the end of Agent Zero. When I got suspended, that was the end of Agent Zero. There was no more going backwards, right? The whole persona of me, I let die. Because it wasn't, there was no turn off, turn it on the court, turn it off, off the court. It was the person himself. That's who I was. Like, I was a daredevil, right? And that's how I played. So if I turned that part of me off, then, so it was just one of those things where I wish I was convinced that, fuck it. Like, so I didn't get this personality back until like 2016, 2017.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Right, if you look at me, from when after that time, the personality of me was gone. And I didn't get it back until after, like 2016, beefing with the BM on social media. And
That's what brought you back?
Turned you back
Yeah, that's what turned me back. Yeah, it was like, oh no, I know who you need. Gloves off. fuck it, let's go. And then that's.
And was it like a slow decline? Was there a moment you remember where you kind of felt like, damn, I'm not Agent Zero anymore?
Reading comments when, like you scores for schools, right? You're doing all these things, all these great things in the area. And then I remember I made a comment that you do 100 things right in this world, you do one thing wrong, and that's all they remember the rest of your life. So just the thought of everything I've done, this is who y'all are gonna remember. I don't want no parts of this anymore. Like even community service, I stopped. I stopped it all.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah.
So
that's real though.
Yeah.
Even like charity and shit.
Yeah. No, that's real though.
I do it for me now.
Not to say like I had a suspension, but I went through those same thoughts when I tore my Achilles. Like when I didn't know if basketball was going to happen again or anything. So when you get away from the game, you start having like dark thoughts and just start being like a daredevil and things like that. So that's just everything you said. Like I just remember me being in that dark space. Like stop doing community stuff, just stop being around, stop. Like because you're just away from the game and you're trying to figure out what's next in life. And that's the hardest thing because all you know is basketball. So it's like now you got to find something else to love. And then, different people start coming around, friends, like you said, baby mamas, everything. Like everything just changes in your life. And once basketball stops, you start to find out who you really are.
How long did it take you to do that? Because obviously you're doing so much great stuff now, community stuff, clothing brand.
I mean, it took me, I stopped playing 2000. Luckily I had Tough Crowd, but it was still rough. Like, you're not playing, like you seeing guys that can still play, you seeing comments and things like that. But, I think just starting a business and just doing something different in general is tough. It's hard work.
So, Gil, you're one of the few people that I can actually really speak to Ja on a spiritual level, having experienced similar things that he's experienced. What advice would you give Ja now as he comes back from this 25-game suspension, tries to get his career back, tries to put himself back in that upper echelon superstar tier?
It's all a process. How you feel today, your thoughts today are not your thoughts tomorrow, right? Just grow with every experience that you're gonna encounter. But realize that there's people out there that's trying to take it from you. And you really got to understand that. Like what you did was on the internet, right? And you see how much it cost you, right? You see how easily your whole life can be taken out of your hands, right? And when I did it, I was 28, so 3 knee surgeries, so it was easy for me to be soused away. Right now you're in a position where they can't, right? But eventually you start getting older, you get an injury, this right here would be the end. This would have been the end if you was 32, 33. Right, so really understand that, this is all valuable, right? So enjoy it in a positive way and find people around you that really care about just who you are as a person.
And take it all back.
Huh? They can take it all, yeah.
No, I'm saying him, go get it all back.
Yeah.
Like take everything back. Because that's the only face we're going to have for the NBA.
And like I said, obviously you dealt with injury. You were dealing with some stuff this past season. How were you able to deal with that, overcome it? And did you ever find yourself in a dark space as well where you really just started to question what your future was going to be like with basketball?
I think this past summer, not too much because my doctors told me the best thing for this particular issue I was having was to have a good mindset and a positive outlook. So I teetered on that dark, mindset, but I never really got quite there because we were mid-season. I was around my teammates. My family was great. I had a really good support system, which I'm always thankful for. But I think the darkest time I was in was when I got cut for the first time from the W. And at that moment, I thought my WNBA career was over. And I just finished my 3rd season. So I was just kind of okay, well, what's next? But, thankfully it turned around quickly. But there was a 2-week span where I was all right, well, let me go use these degrees and go get a job and figure out what I'm going to do next. But thankfully it turned around like Gil said, that mental health, the therapy, I I was blessed to be in a time in college and my beginning of my professional career where like that was becoming more acceptable. Like people taking mental health breaks and, you know, we have a team therapist. We had a team therapist my freshman year in college. So it was like just getting started when I got to college. So I think those things are very helpful, especially for athletes.
And I just want to hit on something you said earlier. I think, especially nowadays compared to back in the old days. Back in the old days, therapy, all that shit, you were weak-minded, you were soft. There was things that were hurled at you, but you hear Ja talking about how therapy has helped get him through. And he was in a dark spot, let's just be real, before his suspension, doing a lot of wild, reckless shit, where it seems like we're seeing a different Ja now. So is your opinion on therapy still the same, or has it shifted at all as you've gotten older?
I don't know. You know, it's you have to ask the players that's been through it. You know, that's why I said it took me, you know, self-checking, understanding who I am, understanding, you know, what I did, the responsibility of, you know, my own actions, right? With therapy, I would have probably figured that out, you know, 3-4 months after it happened versus 10 years. You know what I mean? Most of the time as an athlete, you don't want to take responsibilities for your actions, and that's probably the reason, you know, we're successful, right? We can brush it off, pretend it didn't happen, and keep it moving. And, you know, that's what I said, when I got to Orlando, man, I was throwing up every morning. It's like when I woke up, I threw up. Right? I didn't know that was depression. If you listen to Ben Gordon, right? Oh, depressed. We don't know the levels of it. Back then, we didn't know. You know, back then, like, if something happened, you gotta focus, right? You tell a teammate, yeah, man, this is boom, boom, boom. He's looking at you like, oh, this man, he's falling off, y'all.
Yeah.
Right? I'm about to take his spot. You know what I mean? So we held in a lot of the things that was going on. So, you know, the fact that these guys are able to, you know, speak it, talk to someone, and get over it faster than everybody else did is amazing.
So we know how the media views Ja now, and obviously the media is very fickle. Their opinions will change very quickly if you're able to go out there and perform. So how dominant would Ja have to be to get back in the good graces of the media?
Just win.
Just playing.
I feel like he's back in their good graces now, considering the other things that have been going around the league. It kind of makes Ja's issues seem very minor. So, and then the way Memphis is playing, I think everyone is like, they're like, all right, come on, Ja.
Come on, hurry.
Like, come on, like, all right, come on, please don't.
All right, we fucked up.
Yeah.
we fucked up on this, y'all.
Well, actually, like you mentioned, there's some wild shit going on.
Some wild shit going on out
Wow.
here.
Every week, it's something.
It's like the
NBA,
everybody
G League.
they shut off before the year ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
Some things we will not talk about on this show, but you have Google.
Google is free.
And Google is your friend. Grizzlies are currently 6-18, 13th in the West. 7 games behind the Suns for the 10th seed in that final playing spot. So I need to know right now predictions. We'll come back and look at this video towards the end of the season. Will Ja lead the Grizzlies to at least the play-in game this season?
Playing game is 10th?
10th.
You said they're 6-18?
6-18.
Actually, I think so, but the question really is, do you want to?
Yeah, because it's right there. They're making the playoffs. I got them making the playoffs.
But do you want to as a
Yeah,
franchise?
because the East is the West.
West.
I mean, yeah.
Like, look at your team without him. Just without him, look at your team.
Right.
That means you don't have the talent that you really thought you did. So if you go in there and make the playoffs and you get
that says a lot about my value.
But I'm saying you get a draft pick that's, 20? Versus, you can get a lottery with the roster you have.
No, I just think in Ja's favor, it just looks good.
Oh, no, in Ja's favor.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So for him, it's like, yeah, spend the 25 games, come back, we make the playoffs, yeah, whatever.
And let's say hypothetically they get that 8th seed, or they can even sneak into that 7th seed if they can finish top 8 in the West, which we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But right now you're looking at the Timberwolves or you're looking at the Thunder as that potential matchup. Does that intrigue you at all to have a Grizzlies?
I wouldn't want to see them in the first round if they get it together. I'll say that.
I do. Because we know what that team looked like without Ja, 6-18. right? So, you know, if you're the Timberwolves, I mean, you would love to see them because, you know.
The team, well, depends
if
on
they
that. That wire better go through.
Huh?
Wire better.
That wire better
That wire,
go
if it don't go through, then listen, I got Memphis.
I mean, they don't have
And 5.
They're not gonna have Steven Adams at all, are they?
Nah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
If Ja gets them if Ja does get them to the playoffs, he's on God mode.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Even if
For
it's
sure.
10.
Oh yeah, he's on God
Even
mode.
if it's 10?
Yeah,
Yeah, a play-in? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he's on God mode. Like, I mean, he is the face, right? He's doing something like that means the way he's playing, the style he's playing, that charisma, that aura, he gets them in playoff breach.
Yeah, because that means he also rubbed off on his teammates, and that's very important.
Yeah, because I don't think from Ja's standpoint, Grizzlies standpoint, maybe not make the playoffs, see how we do in the lottery, get a better pick. But if I'm Ja, I'm trying to move product. I'm trying to get my name back where it needs to be. I already know I'm not going to make an all-NBA team this year. It'd be a nice fuck you to the league.
No, for sure. Yeah. No, for sure.
To go out there and potentially pack up the 1
he got
seed.
the energy to do it, though.
Yeah, he got the motor.
To get players to be like, all right, like to get going.
Yeah, he's going to get his name back. He's going to be on that USA team.
So you think he plays tomorrow, though? Even though you don't want him to play?
You think they're going to put him on the USA team?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Next year's Olympics?
The thing is this. Why wouldn't you? You're going to Paris.
Whose spot would he take on the team?
The problem, this is the problem. We build teams for the USA team. 92 didn't build no team. They had the best stars.
Yeah, the best players.
Like 9 out of those 12, right, were first team All-NBA. The following year, there was only one player that wasn't All-NBA. I think one year, all of them was all-top NBA.
How many players are on the Olympic team?
I think 12.
12?
Yeah, it started getting to the point where, like 8 players wasn't all NBA players. So those first 2 teams that we had, they were all NBA. Yeah, Laettner wasn't an all NBA player. I'm talking about just that year alone. Like Magic wasn't an all NBA, or he was, but like Bird wasn't. Laettner wasn't.
I mean,
was Magic?
now that I'm
92
thinking about
Magic
it, you're
wasn't.
right.
No, Magic wasn't
He was dealing with
So
some
many
shit.
good guards are not from the United States.
Huh?
Now I'm thinking about all the top guards in the league right now.
They're not from the United States.
They're not from the United
No,
States.
they're from overseas.
Yeah.
2 people. It's just 2. It's just Shea and Murray. That's it.
And Luka.
Oh yeah, Luka. I forgot.
3 is a lot.
Oh, actually,
for a
no.
12-player
Murray's
team.
never all. He's not an All NBA player. Yeah, he's not an All NBA
Well, he
player.
still a North
He
American.
played like it in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Shit.
2.
Still a North American.
Give him
I'm not, and then when I say guards, I'm just thinking about players in general, because you got to think a 12-man roster, like 3 people is a lot.
But think about on that. Think about if he is on that team, what type of highlights? He is the one that's going to do the Vince, jump over somebody. Those are the things you need.
Hey, yo, you know who don't make it? You know who not gonna make it? And I hate to say it. I don't think Dame makes it.
Dame?
USA team?
I don't know. I don't think he.
I'm trying to get our name back. I don't need Dame.
You don't?
I need them. That Vince Carter dunk, that's what we need that back in the USA. When we're jumping on people and
So
people are afraid.
Are you going to put
So him and
Haliburton
Steph at the
in there?
1?
We need people to be afraid of us.
So him and Steph at the 1.
Him, Draymond Green. Come on.
No.
Come on.
No, I mean, I'm rolling with Draymond going.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm rolling with Draymond for sure.
I need
for
the
the US
fear
team,
factor.
for sure.
What if he's...
For sure.
I don't give a fuck who he knock out in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already got to do some shit.
I'm talking about
I mean,
you're
shit, this
trying
our
to,
country.
You're
Shit.
like think about it. When
Famous for America,
Jordan
okay.
when Jordan and went there, when you had those first 2 Olympic teams, they was beating people by 40, 50 points, right? Because they went there and dominated, right? As soon as you said Hakeem and Shaq averaged 29 and 30 and 12 and 14 rebounds that year and came off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the power that was coming off the bench.
Right.
You got motherfuckers who average 8 points and they're like, oh yeah, you on an Olympic team. The fuck out of what? Who?
Okay, so the guards, how many guards they put? 6? 6 guards? 5 guards?
2 point guards go right.
So Ja, Steph.
You do about three guards.
KD, Book.
You do 4, 4, and 4, 5, 4, and 3.
Jason Tatum, yeah.
It's some people, niggas.
No, everybody ain't gonna make it, but I know for.
I mean, Anthony Edwards is making it.
Yeah, Anthony. For my highlight reels, Anthony.
Haliburton.
See, that's a good one. That's a sleeper.
He was just on that FIBA team, right?
Yeah. But he wasn't. But he didn't play. But that's what I'm saying. I rather for Olympic.
Limit Daddy.
Well, though, too, right?
Austin Reeves might make it. Oh no, they getting one.
It's LeBron playing. That's the.
Yeah, for sure.
LeBron said so that's
KD.
You pushing one of the
LeBron, KD.
KD. Oh, we're talking about guards.
Curry.
Ja,
Ant-Man, Tatum.
That's
Devin Booker.
Steph. Yeah, this.
D Book make it.
I'm waiting.
It's gonna be some people. Trey Young. It's gonna be some people.
Because Jimmy Butler gets an invite.
See, look, small guards in FIBA is kind of iffy.
Yeah.
Small guards in FIBA is like iffy, right? I'm not coming. Listen, I'm not coming there to hit a bunch of threes. I'm coming in. I'm jumping. We running down your throat.
You think they gonna have like a camp?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, tryouts.
Yeah.
Oh yes, tryouts.
No, they didn't.
For some.
Listen, that ain't no real. That's bullshit. That tryout is bullshit because you come in there and try. They have their team picked. Right. And they have oh yeah, we're gonna have a tryout. They got their team picked. That's just for optics. Dude come in there trash. Like how he make it?
He's already picked.
He's already picked.
That's gonna be interesting.
If Zion come down to 245, 260, Zion on that team. I'm playing bully basketball. You
know who might? You know what? Darrington
Embiid.
Fox. Wait, hold on. Darrington Fox.
Embiid.
Darrington Fox might make it.
Yeah.
He got a chance. He got a chance.
I'm looking. Listen, I'm looking.
Shit, he's fast. Boom.
That's what I'm looking for speed and highlights.
Yeah.
Speed and highlights. I'm going back to the first group.
The 92. Yeah.
Where they just sitting there just running, coming up and down. All that, like Magic. Yeah, Magic was doing his thing, but
no, I hear
that. But Barkley sitting there dunking on everybody. That's.
Yeah.
We want dunk.
We want to show the Euros like, hey.
They have to make a statement for sure. The USA men's team.
Like when what's the name tried that 360 on the fast break on somebody. DeMar. That's what that's the American basketball right there.
Wow. Yeah.
So we asked the chat another great polarizing question: will Ja lead the Grizzlies to the playoffs? 50% said yes. 50% said no.
That's a good thing.
50-50.
Let's talk about a former Grizzly real quick, though. Dylan Brooks made his return to Memphis this weekend. Got some revenge on his former team. Where the video?
Now it's Biyombo to Brooks. Shot clock winding down. Working on Bain for 3.
I'm not going front. That's a good feeling.
Yeah. Hitting that dagger 3. Has some things to say. So after finishing the first half with 2 points, Brooks exploded for 24 points in the second half, including that 3. According to Grizzlies beat reporter to Michael Cole, after the shot, Brooks exclaimed, "That's why they paid me 4 for 80." So got me thinking for all y'all on this couch, you all had revenge type moments at some type point in your career. What's your favorite revenge game in your career?
Me going back to Oakland, and I had the orange uniform on with the orange shoes, and they had the Michael Jordan of Paris. Is that what the Michael Petrus? Yeah, Michael Petrus guarded me and hit him with the game-winning layup, and it was an and one, so it was a buzzer beater, but because they called the foul too, they had to put 0.8 seconds back on the clock.
Where the video?
Where's the video?
Send the video. Y'all gotta send it. All right, we don't have video of it, Gil, but hopefully we'll get it by tomorrow.
It was a 1-4 flat on him, 1-4 flat. ISO'd him, came in with the reverse. It wasn't reversal, but it was like the up and under and one. Boom. Kaiki would have missed a free throw on purpose.
Lexi, how about yourself? Revenge game?
Probably my first season with the Sparks. We had our first game in Chicago. So I went and played well. We beat them in overtime. So that was fun. Hit some threes. And it was nice to be like, hey, you had me on the bench all last year. I could have been doing this for y'all.
Were you talking shit?
No, I don't talk shit.
Okay.
You don't talk shit?
No.
What?
I flip my ponytail sometimes.
Is that your, okay.
That's your thing? Flick?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom hates it, but she's like, stop touching your hair. But yeah, that was fun. I wouldn't call it like a revenge game because I really ain't have no beef with Chicago. It would. It just, but it did suck that I really didn't get to play there. So I
had to let them know.
You, James.
Brandon, how about yourself?
I think probably just going back to Milwaukee after I got traded. Those first 2 years, I had some good games with Detroit. So just always felt good going back.
Well, let's get it. Let's get into a little hibachi time. Talk about another good game, or 2 or 3 or 4. So first, we're gonna start with Jalen Brunson, continuing to show why he has one of the most team-friendly contracts in the league. That 4 for 100 is looking oh so special right now. Let me see what that video looked like.
Maybe I'll talk to him. Should I say something?
So, Brunson went off in the second half against the Suns, dropped 35 of his 50 points, going 12 for 12 from the field, 8 for 8 from 3. He finished 9 for 9 from behind the arc, which is tied in the NBA record for the most threes in the game without a miss. He's also the first player with 30-plus points and 100% field goal percentage in any one half in the play-by-play era. Does that mean history? Because they say play-by-play era.
Play-by-play goes back to 1998.
So this at least like, what is like the 97 season, whatever?
97, 98.
So that's 25 years.
Okay. Because when they say that, I always get confused. Like, so did the nigga 95 do it, but they didn't just do the play-by-play?
Yeah, it's 97, 98.
That's why I say play-by-play area. But more importantly, after the game, Julius Randle made sure to avoid another Giannis Pacers situation. Where the video? There it is.
For the Knicks, outplayed the
Grabbing the game ball.
Oh, he tried to spin?
These days,
He probably was like, why are you running at me?
Took it from his own teammate, held it up triumphantly, made sure
he's not letting go of it.
that Brunson got the rock.
Should I get it? Tonight?
I would have tapped that.
Broadcasting game. I think, should I go for the ball? I think
There it is.
more important than Jalen Brunson.
RJ Barrett tried to touch it too. Like, what you doing, doggy? It's my 50-piece ball. So is it time to start considering Brunson as elite point guard in this league?
No, he's elite. His name is just not elite, right? His game, he reminds me of Isaiah Thomas, that Boston year, right? Where he is the motor of the team. He is the team, but the name don't match the game, right? And it just seems like, there's always these guys that come into the league that, they are a force. But because they don't have that backing, that AAU name, that stardom name, they don't get the recognition.
Isaiah?
Huh?
Wait, you said Isaiah? Wait, him?
Isaiah Thomas. Remember from
Boston,
right?
He did have the name.
Is that? Nah. He didn't.
You about to get it?
He had the 29-point game, like he's third in the NBA in scoring, but was he treated like third in the NBA scoring?
Yeah, he was a 2-time All-Star.
Yeah. Was he voted in? You know what I mean?
I think so.
No.
Like fan votes?
Yeah, fan votes voted in by the fans and have that whole superstardom that his game, that's what I'm saying, his game was superstar elite, but the name itself, and it was like,
I don't know, man.
like that's why they traded him.
But didn't you say,
That's why I said, I'm gonna trade him for
Ross?
Kyrie.
No, he got traded because of the
Yeah, but that's
the
the
injury.
I'm trading him for a superstar name. Right? It was like when you talk about the game, he had the superstar game, but didn't have the superstar name. That's why they was willing to trade for him. Like we want somebody who's gonna put seats when we travel. Brunson just falls in that category. And you're like,
It's like it's a personality thing, or you think that the way he plays is
Boston was
not
number 1, right?
exciting enough? Because I feel like a 50 ball is very exciting. I don't know.
yeah,
On national TV,
On
good?
national TV.
Yeah, but that's
and
what
he
I'm
plays
saying.
for the Knicks, so I thought after he signed with the Knicks, he was going to blow
I think that's a
up.
bad comparison with Isaiah and Brunson, this guy.
I guarantee if you put Isaiah's
think that's
rating, if you put his rating in where he rated as a point guard, and then you look at the people in front of him, you're like, what the fuck?
No, I just think his name and what he did for like Jalen ain't never done. Like it's not the same.
It
It's
is.
not the same, because that Boston run that
that
Boston run that he had, Jalen has never done.
Now let's take Kyrie. If Kyrie had that Boston run that he had,
But Kyrie was already NBA champion. So Kyrie already came in number 1, Duke, everything. Like his name was already.
But that's what I'm saying. But if he had the year that Isaiah was having, how big would his name? They would have been talking about he's the number 1 point guard. He's an MVP candidate. They would have been throwing all that under his name.
I mean, they were doing the same thing with Isaiah.
No.
Isaiah led that team to led Boston with.
No, that's what I'm saying.
By himself.
I know it, but did he get recognized for doing that? No, he got fucked.
I mean, he didn't take them. I mean, he didn't take the.
Oh yeah, he could have. I mean, I feel like he messed.
I mean, yeah, he just didn't take the bag.
Huh?
Did they offer him? Didn't they offer him the money?
No.
Contract never came.
No.
I mean, I think it's the injury.
No, they didn't. They didn't offer this man nothing.
If the injury don't happen.
But even if the injury, you don't know that yet. Remember, he played his sister. You know?
He still play, right?
But that's what I'm saying. So the thing, he was playing Washington. So
he was hurt though. The Boston got rid because he was hurt though. Come on.
Nah.
They knew he was.
They didn't. What they did was they used his production to trade for a better name.
Yeah, bigger name.
A bigger name. That was it. When you're talking about the man that averaged 29 a game. 29 a game. And I understood that because when I was asking Adidas for $2 million, they said your name's not big enough. I said, what?
Damn.
Your name is not big enough. So I had to create this environment. That's when I had to throw the party and I became this whole personality for my numbers to match my name. Like Dame, right? Back then when Dame was scoring, like his name didn't match his production. It's a thing, right? When you talk about, like, let's say Steve Francis, right? Steve Francis had a superstar name, but he was only averaging like 16 points, 16, 21, right? But his name, elite. You know, sometimes some players' numbers are elite, but their name isn't elite. And some players, their name is elite, but the number's not elite.
I hear you.
You know, like, so with Brunson, he has to create this environment around his name for people to, when they hear it, they're like, oh, New York.
So I mean, he got to start winning. That's in New York. I mean, that's the only thing.
It's personality, man.
No,
he needs to create
And coming
that.
from what, Villanova, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also a little.
But that will happen with winning. I'm telling you, winning.
He's playing in the biggest.
But that's why I said the difference between him and Isaiah is because Isaiah was winning. Like Boston was right there.
Who name is bigger, Lemon Daddy or Brunson?
I mean, Lemon Daddy does have billboards all across this beautiful city.
That's what I'm saying.
That's because Lemon Daddy played for the USA team.
Exactly. But who was big? Yeah, so did Brunson. But that's what I'm saying.
but honestly, no. Wait, that's because we live here. That's because I can go outside and see the Lemon Daddy shit.
Lemon Daddy is worldwide.
Hell no.
Lemon Daddy is worldwide.
No. Now y'all not gonna do that. No.
But that's what I'm saying.
The man got his own shoe.
One is in New York. One is in a bigger market. But that's what I'm saying. One has his own shoe.
Okay, well then wear him.
But that's
Lemon Daddy.
Yeah, wear him.
They were sold out. I tried to buy them. Too many other people wanted them before I could get to them.
But that's what I'm saying. But think about it. Like one, we're talking about a lot, and one is legit an all-star, all-NBA player. One isn't, but one name.
Yeah,
and
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
It's a real thing, and it's like.
But that's wild though to say he's in literally the largest market in the country. Playing for one of the most storied franchises.
But I get what you're saying, though. I hear you.
But the Knicks haven't had like a personality in a while.
Melo was the last one.
Yeah, so like,
Jeremy
what
Lin?
do they need to? Yeah.
Like, think about that.
For what?
Yeah, Jeremy Lin is big.
Who was bigger, him or Jeremy Lin?
No, Jeremy Lin. No, Jeremy Lin had a.
Which is crazy being in a city like New York and you completely lack personality.
When Jeremy Lin came to Milwaukee, I didn't know we had that many Asians there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's just his style. Like his style reminds me of like
I get my hands and feet done every week.
No, man.
Every week.
I mean, you remind me of like that.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
He's that solid player that you know you're gonna get it done every night. Right? When you're talking about just guys who go out there and get it done. Like even with someone like Kawhi, they had to create this atmosphere around Kawhi's game.
Yeah.
Because the game itself looked boring.
They had to make him laugh one time.
Hey, yo, so would you say this? If he would have stayed with Dallas next to Luka, would his name be bigger?
No, because when he was with Luka and they signed 100, they second guessed it. Okay. Right now we look at it like he's underpaid compared to his production.
Okay.
He's in New York and we're not talking about him. Imagine if he was in a smaller city.
Yeah.
Like even somebody like DeAndre Fox. Nobody knows he's averaging 30.
Neither one of them know his name.
We gotta throw a timeout right here.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox.
Just say D-Fox. Just say D-Fox.
Out of respect for De'Aaron Fox, we got Darrington over here.
You know, like names get,
DeAndre.
you know, names get stuck. Like you get like certain
Proving a
players'
point,
names.
exactly. Like,
Or we just gotta start. I
don't even know his name.
I would just D-Fox.
D-Fox. D-Fox.
D-Fox.
damn,
D-Fox.
y'all.
D-Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, he was averaging 35. I know it's De'Aaron.
Still?
Aaron with a D on the front of it.
No, it's just some markets, man. Like you really have to build your own hype machine around your name.
Who needs a big market that's in the NBA that you think could help as an NBA player?
Hallie. He needs one.
LaMelo Ball if he wasn't hurt.
What about Donovan?
LaMelo Ball is fine because he started in a big market, which is LA.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if he was in LA now,
What about
that might be a little
Donovan
different.
Mitchell?
His person off.
I don't know, because I don't know him, but I know like Cleveland is kind of going.
I feel like even Shea in OKC, he's doing a lot.
If Shea was in New York, if Shea was in New York, it'd be
I feel like him being OKC kind of adds to that quirky.
It's great for the league. It's great for the league.
And him being like from
Yeah,
Canada and all that.
Yeah, it's good for the league, but if he was in New York.
Oh yeah, it would be even.
Yeah, but I just think with Shea in OKC, we already seen it with Russ. Like we seen the drip come through, and Russ was doing that at MVP level.
Yeah, we already
seen it, so he needs to go to a.
If he was in New York, if he was back in Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Toronto
ain't never had that.
Yeah, you have your own there and your own. Oh my, he's. Oof.
So let's talk a little bit about Bradley Beal now. Son suffered another blow. Beal suffered a right ankle injury.
Somebody called De'Aaron DeMarcus Fox. We just
go DeMarcus. Go DeMarcus.
Yeah, we gonna call him every D name but his own.
So Bradley Beal left that game early in the first quarter with a right ankle injury, according to Shams. Likely to miss a few weeks.
Lord.
Testing showed no major ankle damage. I got these coughs, Gil. You had me doing interviews all damn weekend.
Touching hands.
Getting breathed on, wasting all that good air. So Suns' big three has only played a total of 24 minutes together this season, 4-6 in their last 10 games. We've been talking about waiting to see this big three, talking about it. But now we need to ask a question. How good are the Suns with Beal, and how good are they without Beal?
Shit, we don't know how good they are with Beal. We literally don't know.
I'm glad you did it. Yeah, he always think I'm picking on him. I'm glad you did it.
I mean, I was going to try and like
the check still clear. Direct deposit still hits the first of every month. Y'all are not picking on me.
We literally have no idea.
But at what point do you start to get concerned now that we're not going to be able to see
I think
what this team actually looks like?
I think on paper, you do need Beal. Like when it comes down to playoffs, like you're going to need him for what he's done and his resume. But the in and out is just going to keep hurting him. Like the in and out, it hurts every team. We've seen it with the Clippers. We've seen it with every other team. So I think without him, they're going to hurt bad.
Yeah, they need him because I think he's doing too much.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be sustainable for the whole season.
It's that chi, man.
Is that what?
That chi. That chi you have. You know, you have to go around and what is that shit, the incense?
Sage.
You might have to just sage the house, the car.
Yeah.
Like people don't realize, like just think about like someone, we call them can't get rights, right? It can't get right. It seems like once like something happens, it just keeps there's like a thing. Whenever you need yourself to be ready, like it was like that thing. I done trained all summer, 6 months, did everything. Yep. Start the season, 2 games, boom, done. And you be like, what did I do to you? You started asking a question. Come on, what I do this bad for you to keep putting me in these situations?
Because basketball is more than just basketball. You got to be living right.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I don't know what guys do outside of basketball, but if you ain't living right, it's gonna show too. That's just real. Like
I think Bradley Beal is living very right though.
No. But I'm just saying
in general.
Like, I can guarantee you.
It might not even be Bradley Beal. It might be
that's what I'm saying.
in the locker room.
Yeah.
Or it could be a curse around the organization. Like it could be bad energy.
Yeah, when
the janitor.
People was tripping when Kyrie was.
I was just about to say. I was just about to say it.
I sage I sage all the time.
We sage in the locker room every.
Yeah.
Just when he over there saging the whole court.
Because you don't know what they're really doing when they go home.
Season, though. But maybe this upcoming
Like it's just like one of those things, man. Wherever your eyes look, that's where your body's going. Like, you know what I mean. So if you're thinking about getting injured, you're gonna injure yourself. You're thinking about like when people say, "Hey, don't miss the free throw. Don't miss this free throw." Don't, and that's what you do because that's the only thing you're focusing on. Your mind is gonna do what you're telling it to do, right? So I'm pretty sure while he was playing, his mind was probably don't get injured, don't get injured, don't get injured, and that's what ends up happening. So
It was a freak, it was a freak.
it's all freak.
It's all,
It's social media too, though, man. You got to get off the social media. People will tell you, "Oh, you never gonna be this again," or "You injured," or "You this." You got to get off that social media too.
Log
Because them
off.
comments.
You don't look.
As a hooper,
As a hooper.
but some of that shit is
I had
like
to
no,
turn my Twitter
it's
off
draining.
when our season started. I deleted it.
Really?
Like if you was today, you would not have your comments on while you
No,
hooping.
no. What I'm saying on game day, like when I played on game day,
Turn it
like
off.
I remember when the media was getting mad because I wouldn't talk to them before the game, right? And it was like, how y'all gonna help me go out there and do my job? What are you gonna tell me? What question are you gonna ask me to help me go perform? Nothing. So why am I talking to you? Because what you can do is you can mess me up. You can ask me a question, this and that, and you can put these negative thoughts in my mind before a game. So I didn't talk on the phone before the game, so I didn't look at my phone before the game until after we played. So on game day, I didn't see my phone until I got back home, 10 o'clock, right? And then media, I'll talk to you after the game. You know what I mean? So I try to keep the environment as clean as possible.
Yeah. I'm going to do a better job of that this summer. Like, I have my phone out. I look at it at halftime sometimes. Like, that's not stupid.
Hey, girl,
shit is
I
big,
can
though.
tell you right now, you
Like,
look at
no
it and
phones,
like,
like
yeah,
that?
Lex is playing like shit, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
shit.
The only time I'll look at my phone now is like, because my dad will send me stuff at halftime sometimes, which is helpful.
Separate phone, that one. Just the separate family phone.
Yeah, I might have to get that because having your phone on game days is horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
Like
take
for
it. Listen,
mental?
I haven't.
And I hope a lot of young guys are listening to you. What you said, that shit is real, bro.
Put that shit
Like nothing,
down.
like no phone, no nothing. Like
Log off.
lock in. You ain't missing nothing.
Like people like it's just
You got
trying
48 minutes.
It's trying to fill like when it comes to being on, it's finding a rhythm, right? It's all about rhythm. It's all about consistency, right? Like I felt that if I drove the same way, ate the same thing, I'm gonna perform the same way, right? And then I'm gonna figure out if I'm having a bad day. Instead of looking at the process, clean it. Like so, there was times where like you'll see it. Like I took a shower at halftime. Clean off whatever.
I heard you would do that. Like if you had a terrible first half, they said you would just go in the locker room and just like,
Cleanse.
shower and then put a whole nother.
Yeah, I'll shower, get rid of that bad energy, put on new socks, new shoes, new jersey, and then if we didn't have one because I used to throw it, I'll just wash that one. I just literally wash it, wring it out, and I'll go out there wet.
With the wet jersey on?
With the wet jersey?
Yo,
Shit,
what?
it's no different than sweating.
Somebody said too, like when you used to warm up, they said like you used to do something. Somebody used to try to come like mess with you, like you'd get mad. Like,
Hell yeah.
Don't
you'd
do that.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
the
irritating.
worst.
Because I used to do that. Like I'll go out there and get it, and then somebody touches the ball, and if you're not a shooter, you done put your vibe on it. Like I wouldn't even shake. If you couldn't shoot the ball, we're not dapping up. Straight there, it's gonna be left. Like
I believe it, bro.
It was left hand. Cause I'll be damn, I shake your hand, boom. Now you have a good game shooting. I got a bad game. I done transferred my power, right? I believe in all
But that is somebody
bullshit.
that's so dialed in.
I believed in all that shit. Like, so think about we in the locker room and I'm sitting here like, yo, elbow bump, motherfucker, elbow bump. Like even like with Larry Hughes, he used to bowl, right? And we'll bowl and be eating. He wouldn't eat with his bowl hand because he didn't want no grease on it.
That's fair.
No. Right? But it's just like little things you start picking up that it becomes people habits. So I try to create all kind of habits, and if something happened, boom, I shake it. Jersey, socks, shoes. If I'm playing well, like you'll see some games where before I even did all the colorway, I'll change the shoes. I had a bad half, I'll get rid of them, put on some new ones, boom. Let's go out there.
Yeah. All right, well, Phoenix,
all
stage
confidence.
your arena.
Yeah, it's all confidence.
We'll
man.
pray for
Stage
y'all.
it.
Stage that.
Well, let's keep it in the West. We got to talk about another team on the rise. So, Gil, when the Harden trade first happened, you predicted the Clips could win at least 10 straight games once they had some time to build chemistry.
Pretty sure he said 20.
I didn't want to put too much extra on it.
Yeah, I mean,
But then you flipped and said it's the Clippers still, like a week later. But nonetheless, we're just going to talk about the good shit. They haven't lost a game in December, are currently on a league-leading 7-game winning streak. Latest win in that streak coming against the Knicks.
10 to play. First quarter, Kawhi.
Send the video. So Kawhi dropped 36 points. He went 12 for 16 from the field, 5 for 6 from 3, 7 rebounds, 4 dimes, 2 steals. Efficient. Ooh.
That guy right there needs to be in Paris too.
Who?
Kawhi Leonard. He needs to be in Paris. And Paul George.
And if you notice a trend is Julius Randle is getting a lot of these
Oh my
buckets.
God.
Lord.
Again, Randle trying to guard Kawhi.
Had me scared, but I held my own though.
Randle should have never cut his hair.
Some of the advantage away. Kawhi.
He should have kept the.
I ain't probably cut that cheek. I want that cheek on.
Huh?
I want that cheek. I want it out of here. I want that new.
So Clippers dropped a season high 144 points on 36 assists. Kawhi is averaging 29 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists in his last 10 games with the Clippers.
Yeah, Kawhi.
Is it about time we started mentioning Kawhi's name in the MVP conversation?
Man, it's about time we start saying that small forward position that he play.
One of the best.
He might be above some people.
Brandon, who do you feel like he might be above?
I mean, well, you got Bron, right?
Mm-hmm. See, now you made it difficult.
Bron, KD.
We got to go back to that one, that second one. I don't know.
You putting Kawhi above Bron right now?
No. Bron first, but that second one, I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know. That second one, I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know. No, and Kawhi is too. Like Kawhi
now in the last 10 games.
I mean,
for the season.
All I'm saying is I don't know. I just don't know. We got to wait till they both finish. I think we should both wait till they finish.
The end of the season?
No, their careers.
Oh, it's not even close.
I mean, well, if Kawhi gets another one, they both got 2 rings, 2 MVP finals.
Yeah, but one's MVP final ain't an MVP final.
Who?
Kawhi's first MVP final ain't an MVP final.
Yes, it is. I mean,
that motherfucker averaged, what, 16, got burned for what? I mean, it was...
He got it. He
They just gave it to, like, whoever guarded LeBron.
Nah.
Look at his stats. This was his 3rd year, 4th year. He wasn't him yet.
He was him enough to go get it, though. Like with less. Is what I'm saying. My argument is that Kawhi Leonard has had less to go win a championship twice. So that's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, he was on a championship team,
not really.
The one in Toronto, I have mixed feelings about.
Why?
One, because the team was number 1 damn near every year.
Yeah, but
the only person that beat them,
and everybody knew who town it was. It was LeBron. What they call it? They was calling it what?
LeBron.
Yeah.
Shout out Embrace.
LeBronson.
Yeah,
LeBronson. Shout out Embrace.
So he leaves. LeBron leaves. So that kind of Toronto was really kind of the team.
Go to state.
No. I'm talking about in the East. They were kind of the team in the East once LeBron dipped. The only person that was stopping him was LeBron. So the fact that he leave, then if DeMar DeRozan was there, they would have been the favorite, right? So he got there, something new, playing here and there, wasn't really like in there the whole time. So for them to pull it off, you'd be like, ooh, okay, he got my respect on that one.
I'm just
29, 10, 4 assists.
All I'm saying, let's just wait till they both finish. That's all.
It's not even going to be close, though.
We don't know, bro.
Yeah, we do.
We don't know, man. We don't know.
He ain't gonna have no MVP. He ain't gonna have no scoring title.
It's not even about. It's not about scoring titles. About MVP. It might win a ring. He might win a ring.
He might. I mean, he has the talent to. Shit,
that's what I'm saying. So, and then
but it don't put him in front of KD as an individual. As an individual?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just think healthy. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm being biased because he's from LA, but I don't know.
Healthy,
IE, do we claim it?
Yeah.
We claim it. Yeah, we claim it.
It's official now, Steph. Yeah. You never know because IE don't really claim it.
I just don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not ready to just be like, yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's not. He's proved me wrong. He's proved me wrong. I thought he was just good in the Spurs system. I thought he was only effective in the Spurs system. That was my first take on him. And he's proved me wrong. So I really can't. I said I can't never say nothing bad about him because he shut me the fuck up about the Spurs system, right?
No.
He shut me the fuck up about the Spurs system when he went to Toronto, won that championship. I was like, I'm done. Okay.
So Kawhi's first Finals MVP, 2014. LeBron averaged 28, 8 and 4, 2 steals on 57% shooting.
I know.
Kawhi averaged 18, 6, 2, but won the championship.
Yeah.
Had better braids.
I mean, it's the system we play in. Nobody was averaging like that. It's the system they played in.
Huh?
But Kawhi Leonard won that at what age? 23?
Yeah, they couldn't give it to Tony Parker. They couldn't give it to they couldn't give it. It was just one of those like no one really stood out.
He was 22 years old?
22 years old.
Oh, yeah.
It was like that year Steph, right? It was like Steph. Like he didn't have a Finals MVP type of stat, so they just gave it to, the nearest person that looked like he changed the.
He did lock up LeBron. He did lock up LeBron. Averaged like 37. That's it. I'm just
yeah.
30.
39, 39-19. It was like 39-19.
He made
very
it hard.
admirable for stopping LeBron James.
39-19, and it was.
He made it difficult.
Same thing like when people were like, yo, he shut down LeBron, and then it was like, well, do you see his stats? Like, are we looking at the stats?
I consider that a shutdown though.
57%.
So you think if they
in the 3-point line?
Admirable job, Kawhi. I'm just saying, held LeBron to 28 on 57%.
On 57%?
That's lock up.
So if Kawhi and KD play 1-on-1 healthy, who would win? You think? I'm asking. I don't know, bro. You just looking like I'm just talking bullshit. I'm just asking. I mean, we're talking about
You just got a refill, right?
Yeah, a tiki punch.
I know it ain't a refill of water.
It's just tiki punch, Gil.
Tiki punch.
Okay.
No, it's a tiki punch.
What do you think, Kate?
Hey, whoever made tiki punch, you did your thing.
Really?
I'm just saying 1-on-1. I'm just saying 1-on-1.
Doesn't matter who starts with the ball?
I mean, I'm just saying 1-on-1 if they at UCLA.
One thing they do, but they both can shoot that ball flat out.
This is what I'm saying. I don't have an answer. I'm just that's why I said we have to wait and see. You can't just say one. We have to wait and see.
Okay, in one-on-one aspect, right? No matter how many dribbles you put in, we know one thing: Kawhi ain't going by him fast enough. It's not like he gonna just take him off the dribble. That's not his game, right? So it's gonna be all the fakes and this and the 1-2 step back. So it's gonna be a slow bop type of game. So he's gonna be easier to stop than KD. KD can 1-2 get to the rim on Kawhi. Because Kawhi don't move very well left to right.
Kawhi's
and he's
stronger.
a jump for a trooper. Yeah, he's stronger.
I mean,
but no.
It depends.
I mean,
I think it depends on what rules.
I'm just not ready to just put anybody.
It don't matter what. It don't matter what
like
rule,
solidify like.
It don't matter what rule you put in. Just it's.
Yeah.
So will it be like 2A, 2B, or one has to be?
That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm waiting to see to it finish. That shit gotta finish. Like we know Bron won, we know Steph won, but everybody else we gotta wait and see. Oh, no.
Even Kawhi's accolades won't match up. Remember his first couple years, he was not like that.
We just talking game. We just talking game.
So we asked the chat, should Kawhi be in the MVP race?
Be no watch.
No.
44% said yes, 56% said no. Kawhi haters, why y'all hate a man with
No. Because he's playing well now.
Yeah, we talking now.
Like that's what I'm saying. I guarantee you they win 6, 7, 8 more games in a row. I mean, by the end of the season, he's gonna be top 4.
Okay.
He's gonna be top 4? MVP voting?
Kawhi?
If they're playing the way they're playing right now, they keep on that run, hell yeah.
They got the talent to do it though. But like the thing is that James been playing well too.
Embiid, Giannis.
Embiid got this. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Embiid got it.
This year?
How we was looking at Jokic last year, this is Jokic. Embiid right now, this is all his. It's all his.
I don't even know who in the MVP conversation.
What we were saying last year.
Luka, Giannis. Who else is it?
I don't even know who in the MVP conversation.
It's Embiid by himself.
It is Embiid and everybody else.
We can throw in the other two. We can throw in Luka and
Jokic.
Yeah, we can throw in Jokic, but right now Embiid is by himself. He's 1A and 1B.
Bringing America's back. Shout out Joel Embiid.
Yes. Like I said,
American Joel Embiid.
See Embiid, as soon as you turned American, boom! Soon as you're like, U.S. citizen.
I knew that.
Boy!
U.S. citizen Joel Embiid bringing America.
U.S. of A.
Put America on his back.
Yeah.
U.S. citizen.
And he on the USA team.
U.S. citizen Joel Embiid.
So
he'll be on the USA team.
So him and AD going.
Ooh. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's all we got.
Man, Ooh.
Right?
Him and Ooh.
It should
Ooh,
be.
he got to go against Goldberg.
Because who you put? KD at our 4.
KD LeBron at the 4?
No, KD at the 4, Bron at the 3.
Oh, you mean starting?
Yeah, starting.
Oh, yeah, you're going to go, what? Embiid, KD, LeBron,
Steph.
Tatum, and Steph.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a nice 5.
Lemon Daddy off the bench. Okay, I like that.
Man.
Remember, Daddy ain't seeing the floor.
Yeah, Lemon Daddy might not make the trip.
I'm not,
You better go play for
I'm sorry,
Germany.
I'm not doing, like, if I'm going to have my last player on the team, it's going to be Ja. That's the type of talent I want off the bench. I want people mad that they ain't playing.
Paul George? You see Paul George making it?
It depends if it's unbiased. If you go and say, all right, this is a real tryout, everybody's actually trying out besides my starting 5.
Yeah. Yeah,
Besides my starting 5,
is legit.
and everybody try
That's what
out.
we need to go.
Then then the best players are going to play. But if not, if I'm not going to go, if I'm going to pick, then I'm going to go whoever made first team, second team, and third team. Let's go. I'm going to like that.
So it's going to get spicy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. All right, let's move back to the...
It's going to be hard. I mean, it's always hard.
Bro, this might be the most legendary team we take right now. I mean, it's so hard. We can't...
No.
We can't really...
It is going to be legendary if they go by the first two. If they go by 90, if they go by like 92 and 96, if they go by their method, then yeah. That 96 team, man, that's what I'm saying. Hakeem, MVP, won the MVP the next year. He came off the bench. Shaquille came off the bench.
In 96?
Yes.
Damn.
He averaged 29 and 13. He came off the bench. Shaq came off the bench. Those boys came off the bench on that team. That's what I'm talking about.
And y'all said...
I want Hall of Famers on the bench.
You said Dame on the team? What'd you say about Dame? He's on the squad?
Unsure.
I'm sorry. No, I said I don't. It depends on what I'm trying to get.
I don't think he makes it. I don't know. I just I'm going with Gil. I think we need 5 players. We need because we already got Steph. We already got
Ja.
I'm trying to jump over the Euro.
Yeah, we already got Steph and KD and they gonna be in Jason Tatum. That's enough 3-point shooters.
Okay, well
and that line is already.
Yeah.
It's already close. I don't need no.
So Dame has dropped 30 points in 9 of his last 24 games, including the last 2. Gave the Rockets 39 and 11 assists on Sunday. His 3-point percentage every month has increased dramatically. 29.6% October, 33.6% November, 41.5%.
He got his eyes open, huh? He woke. The Undertaker's waking up.
We knew that was gonna
He's
happen.
waking up. His field goal percentage has also improved every month. So how much longer do you feel like until Dame is fully adjusted to this Bucks style of play? And what are you seeing from him so far this season?
I think he's adjusted. I think, right now, the hard work is really paying off. So, him and Giannis have found their groove. This is just as the rest of the team that needs to figure out, how to be effective, with them two on the court.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is he's coming to a situation where they have championship expectations. So, he has to learn how to play different. He has to learn different ways and different avenues of how to get his shots and things like that. So I think he's going to be all right. I think give him to All-Star, he'll be ready to turn it on. But, he's actually playing for something now. That's what happens. When you come to the 414, you actually play for something.
Okay, you come to...
What?
Milwaukee, the good land.
Milwaukee.
So let's talk a little bit about Chris Middleton. I think that'll kind of be the X factor for that Bucks squad this year. But he's averaging lowest points and minutes per game since his second season in the league. He's in year 12 now. How important is Middleton as that third option, Gil, for the Bucks' long-term success this season?
It is. They're not going to be able to win a championship with him not playing well, right? He's. I don't know if it's the injuries plus being old. Older now. There's only so long we can say, all right, his injuries is holding him down, because at this point, Giannis and Dame don't have that kind of luxury anymore to be like, all right, we'll see you next year, right? Because I'm pretty sure if he don't bounce back and they don't win it or get to the championship, they can send his ass right where Drew's at in Boston. I know, a horrible team to send him to, but
Yo,
you can send him there.
Yeah, how much is he making this year? Like money.
I never liked the
think
pocket
30.
watch, but
I think he signed to what 93, 3-year 93, right?
Yeah,
so 30, about 30 million a year.
Wi-Fi.
I mean, honestly, I mean, being a Bucks fan, of course. I mean, but business-wise, I mean,
29 million.
29.3.
Yeah.
I mean, being a Bucks fan but business-wise, I mean, might be time to move on.
Randy, come on.
And I'm not saying it in a like, bro, like you've done what you've done, like everything. But if you can't, stay healthy, and us getting Dame and things are changing, he got some value and he got money where we can move some pieces. Malik Beasley, he over there.
Yeah, Middleton signed through. He has a player option 2025, 2026, so he's making 29 this year, close to 32 next year, 34 with that player option.
Yeah, if he needs to play for them to have a chance, for them to be favored, we were expecting Middleton to play like an all-star. So if he's playing like an all-star, averaging 20, 21, playing this D, then yeah, that team would be, but he's not, right? And that's why they still look beatable.
How much is that injury though? Minutes restrictions, kind of getting his shit back together. But I'm saying, at what point now you give him to at least beyond the All-Star break?
Yeah.
To really see what's cracking.
Yeah, they're not going to trade him this year.
No, I'm not saying, but we'll have a better sense come February, March, where Middleton's really at.
Are you guys expecting the Bucks to win this year? Like win it all?
I mean, it'd be nice.
Because like if they don't
win it all,
yeah. Because if they don't, is that like a failed year?
Year one.
I mean, you make that Dame trade, I think,
right?
Steph's success with everything Giannis has put pressure on this franchise. I want to be a champion.
So
Hell yeah.
I'm just asking you guys. Like, I for sure they got to. But I'm asking, like, does it matter if they win it this year, or is it because they got Dame this summer, or what I'm saying, like we could wait till next year?
Then we have to really have that discussion. Are they better than Boston
right now?
Right now, are they better than Boston in a 7-game series with Middleton playing the way Middleton's playing?
No.
Then no. If we can say we don't think they're better than Boston right now, then no. Then if they don't win it, no, it's not a failed year. If we want to be delusional,
right?
Well, why are you saying it's not a failed year?
It's not.
If we know that they're not as good.
That's we though. But I'm saying if I'm the Bucks, Giannis applied the pressure. We got Dame for you, Giannis. You're the best player in the league right now, other than Embiid, dropping 64 pieces. Like,
then you
got to win me a chip, Chief.
Then if you're Bucks and you really think you're the best team in the East right now with the way your roster's set, then you are delusional.
How many years did Dame sign?
So Dame is under contract through. He has a player option in 26.
So they got 2 years to figure it out.
Like Giannis scored 64, right?
They got 2 years to figure it out. Yep.
What is that?
No, I hear you.
So we know what it is.
Right? You scored 64 points. I mean, when did Steph score 60 points on any of his championship teams?
I would say no.
Right? You don't the fact that he still got to do that type of heavy lift and let you really
shows
know.
you about the team. Got it.
So it's basically just a 1-2-man show. So him and Dame, right?
Fair. Well, we will see, but we got to give Giannis some love for breaking Kareem's Bucks rebounding record.
And he broke that too?
Where the video?
Wait, Kareem.
I think he got all the records.
But unlike the Pacers game, they made sure got that quickly. Give me the serial number. Let's go. Whoop, there we go.
Okay.
Holding that
Gonna be a
thing.
thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it was a thing.
For sure, it's gonna be a thing.
Shout out to Marcus Johnson on the call.
Daddy gives it to the equipment man, and
Equipment manager took it.
okay.
Looked like gray hair JJ Redick.
Childish.
No, but that was a thing. That was a thing.
No, I know, but it's childish that they have to do all that to make sure that they get the ball.
And we want to send some love to Kareem, who was hospitalized recently after falling and breaking his hip cap. We hope everything is good. You know we love you. So now let's take it.
Did he fall down something?
I think he was at a concert or something.
They said he's at a concert.
Yeah, he was telling the kid, "Fuck off, kid."
No,
I'm just like.
He was at a con.
We don't know what concert it was. I'm just hoping it was
He was
something
in LA
spicy.
though.
He was in the crowd or in the booth?
You asking a lot of
Crib walking.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
you just be wondering,
he
like,
asked
what the?
Kareem.
What is that?
That's a long fall.
Kareem turning up. Gil, Kareem is heavy in these streets.
long way
Rams games,
down.
concerts.
Is it Astro World? Where the fuck was he at? No, I'm just asking. Like,
Shit, I know I need a baker. Shit, I know I need a baker on the road.
Like, I'm trying to figure,
He
like,
kicking
okay,
everybody
at
out.
home, but you at a concert, like,
Not
like
Astro
a concert. What?
World.
There's a mosh pit in? What the fuck?
I'm trying to go see Anita Baker. Hope she remember her lines.
Yeah.
Just get well soon, man. Stay away from Astro World, I guess, because there ain't no damn.
No, it wasn't no.
Where was that?
Bro, he was not at that type. He was not at that type of concert. Believe me.
So let's talk about.
To break your hip, you got to be at something that's popping like that. I mean,
So let's talk about these Timberwolves.
you know, that shit ain't happening to Al Green. Turn off the lights. You ain't getting popping over there.
Y'all don't take shit serious. Talk about Kareem.
Like, how did we get here?
It's
Kareem
too
ain't done with
soon.
enough.
Like,
How
come
did we get
on.
here? The news dropped yesterday. Give it a week.
It's too soon for these kind of jokes, y'all.
So Wolves are the second best team in the league.
It's me.
Then you say it was the Astro World.
The
Gil.
chat is laughing. And no, I'm just saying, what? You know, I'm trying to figure out how to wiggle out of this. Help. Help.
You blaming the chat?
Chat's fault.
Chat's fault.
You got to blame it on somebody.
You know what? We're going to get Kareem on the show, and I hope he hits you with some of that same shit he hit Bruce Lee with.
Not with that hip. See,
Oh my
see, you
God.
thought like this is your fault.
No.
Y'all know I'm too
no, you
immature
lied.
for shit like this.
You lobbed that one.
You
though.
lobbed this one.
Gil, I'm trying to make you better, all right?
Fuck off, kid.
There's steps to success. Hey, that was
Chat, I'm going to a therapist right after this.
Good job, Gil.
Can't cancel me. I'm going to a therapist. So that's a new
Put him
thing.
on the news.
Can't cancel me.
I'm going to get
Gil has been
Want to go
suspended for the next 25 episodes
I'm going to
as
go
he
seek
seeks
help.
counseling.
Can't
So-
cancel me because you feel some type of.
Wolves have the second best record in the league, 3-game lead in the West, and one of the deepest rosters in the league. So they faced the Pacers recently. Tyrese Haliburton was not in action, but the league's #1 defense locked up the Pacers' top offense. Again, without Tyrese Haliburton, that's preference for everybody in the chat who's snooty booty. But Cat dropped 40 points, 12 rebounds, and pieced him up for 37 as well.
Cat been playing well.
Cat's been good. So Cat's name was mentioned in a bunch of trade rumors. But as I'm looking at this Timberwolves squad, man, I've gotten to watch a lot more of them because now I actually give a fuck.
You're not in a coal mine, guys.
They got a team, man. And I know they're young. I know all the things that playoff experience, whatever. But this man, send a video.
Send the video, baby.
Yeah. So that's tough.
Shout out Ant.
Send that wire.
Shout out Ant. Buckets. So Cat had 40. Ant had 37, 7 for 10 from 3. But after the game, Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle put some respect on the Wolves' name, saying, "This is one of the best teams on the planet." Went on to say, "They're very real, very legit. This team is built for the playoffs." Do you agree with Rick Carlisle that this Timberwolves team is built for the playoffs?
Yes. I mean, Jokic said it first. You know, they said that was the hardest team that they played in the playoffs, which, you know, kind of made us a little salty, you know, as Laker fans. Kind of like, what'd you say? You know, but, to make that statement, you know, when you played KD and Booker, second round, you played LeBron and AD, and, in the finals, in that Western Conference Finals, to say that your first round was the hardest, it kind of should have put everybody with their antennas up and, here's your second step.
And the killer piece about them is they got Mike Conley. They got a vet point guard, like somebody that can control the floor, run the plays. That's played on great teams in the NBA. So, they're gonna be all right.
Let's see what you think about the Timberwolves this season.
I like that Cat is in the paint more. Like, I think last year he settled for a lot of outside shots, and I think that he had a conversation. He looked at film. I don't know what he did, but I see him banging a lot more down low and making a lot of post moves, getting to the free throw line, and he's just way more effective down there. He can still shoot well. Didn't he win the three-point contest recently, Cat? I mean,
He's a good
but
He won a three-pointer?
pretty sure he did, right? Fact check me, please.
That sounds.
I'm
probably
pretty
right.
sure he won a three-point contest like the last 3 years.
2022, but you know our thoughts on the elements of NBA All-Star Weekend.
That was last year?
2020, yeah, damn.
Oh, it was last year.
No.
Would it be? No,
No,
2 years ago.
Because
it's
Steph
about to
won
be
it last year, right?
2024.
Steph
Yeah, so he's a good shooter, but
Same one last year.
yeah, so that's probably what happened. He won 3-point contest. Now I think he's a shooter. Now he's kind of found a nice, healthy balance, and I think that's definitely helping the Timberwolves.
So Wolves threatened the Nuggets last year. Nuggets should end up in a similar position this year. Probably get smacked by the Lakers. Best for another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Woo woo. Do we feel like the Wolves are the biggest threats to the Nuggets to repeat in the West?
Probably the way the lineups are matched up. You know, they do have a 4 and a 5. You know, so they have a big enough team to really compete with Jokic and that Nuggets team.
As far as the T-Wolves?
The West, yeah, just the West. Other than the Lakers, NBA Cup world champion.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Gil with the 4-5. We talk about you have to be a big team and have a big lineup between Minnesota and the Lakers. They're like really the only two that have
Minnesota, Lakers, Phoenix.
a legit like.
And even,
4 or 5.
Gobert got a lot
Bill
of.
could get healthy.
Gobert gets a lot
Clippers.
of hate, got choked out, but he's been balling as well. I'm just being honest.
Clippers is in there. Mm-hmm. Shit. I mean, listen, man. It's looking like that trade was all right with the Clippers.
Yeah, but Clippers still too small.
Yeah.
We'll see, man.
You got Kawhi.
We'll see.
We got Kawhi. Kawhi has to guard Jokic.
Huh?
Kawhi has to guard Jokic.
Yeah, Zubac.
No, they got Zubac. Man, well,
When it's sub.
Listen, man,
When
you
they
got
sub 'em
6 of them. Figure it out.
But I think when you look at that Timberwolves squad, though, so you got Gobert and Cat, but you also got Nas Reed, who's
Nas Reed, yeah, he's
fucking
been
balling, like, and not really a traditional big. Like, he could take Jokic out behind 3 and give him some shit, but he got to guard him to another
Get
side.
Dwight Howard. Why nobody just go get Clippers? Go get Dwight Howard or something. Go get a big.
And then, Lexi, to your point about Cat, so Cat last year was averaging close to 6 3-point attempts, only 9.1 2-point attempts. This year, 11 2-point attempts, under 5 3-point attempts. So he's definitely backed off a little bit from that 3-point line after proclaiming I'm the greatest big man shooter of all time back in 2021. We had fun with that one. All right, but let's keep this thing moving. We also got to show a little bit of love to King sophomore forward Keegan Murray. Dropped 47 points on the Jazz, including 12 3-pointers. Murray's 12 threes are the most in a single game by a second-year player in NBA history. I'm not going to talk about it, just going to show him love as we keep this show moving. So let's talk about Tyrese Haliburton. Emerged as one of the best point guards in the league. This season, he's averaging close to 26 points, 12 assists. Haliburton did an interview with KG recently, has some interesting things to say about how the point guard position has changed in this era.
To be honest, I don't think basketball is about a pure point guard anymore. It's not a thing. It's kind of fizzling out of the game because when you're a kid, you're always told you need to do more. You know what I mean? And so you see the top guys in the game, they're always doing more. And I think that comes from, the era before us, like Bron and guys like that who hit with 10 assists, 10 rebounds, 25. You know what I mean? So we've always been looked at, we need to do more. And so I think the pure point guard is kind of going out of the game and you're looked at to do kind of everything.
Interesting. Bron's influence on the point guard position.
No.
I'm just hosting.
No.
Has Haliburton
I already know
always
what.
been a point guard? Like, he was a point guard in college?
I already know why.
Or he's kind of
Gil
just
doing
gravitated to this point guard position because he has the ball all the time?
He's been point.
He's always been point.
That's a good question.
So,
I don't know because I didn't follow him in college, so I don't know.
The pure point guard was an illusion when Magic came into the league, right? He came in as a shooting guard. So he came in as a shooting guard, but his vision was so good that they had this shooting guard that can pass the ball, then they moved him to the small forward, and then eventually they got rid of Norm Nixon, brung in a guard that can actually just stick to point guards, but just give Magic the ball, right? And how he was playing the game, they said this is what a pure point guard needs to look like. So you started drafting guys who thought about making everyone better. Those guys actually never won. The John Stocktons, the before Jason Kidd got, with Dirk, before him, You're talking about Nash. Those type of guards actually never won because the thought behind it is if your guard is making you better, that means you're not that fucking good, right? What point guard was making Michael Jordan better? What point guard was going to make Kobe Bryant better, right? You can't make those guys are already good, right? So the fact that this guy is getting you open shots when he can't get you the ball, that means you can't do it yourself. So when I did the history of take away Magic and then go from Magic Johnson all the way till today, the point guard on the championship team, the average was 4.1 assists that season. So you remember you got Tony Parker was pretty high up there, but you got...
How many did Rondo average?
The year Rondo won a championship, he only averaged 5. That was Rondo's second year. They didn't want Rondo, right? You remember you got Derek Fisher has about 5. Kenny Smith is going to have some. You got Mario Chalmers, right? You got to think about the point guards who... So the best point guard with assists, the highest is Kyle Lowry is 1, Jason Kidd, and Avery Johnson.
So you're saying just for the season, right?
For the season, what that point guard average. So the guy who really, sitting there passing. So you can look in the NBA and say, all right, any guard that averages over 8 assists, your chance of winning a championship is not going to happen.
Damn.
Right, so me and Ernie Grunford used to go. We used to do that. It was like, if you was a GM, what type of guard would you go? And that's what made me do the studying of. I would have stayed away from the Chris Paul's type of guards, the Lonzo Ball type of guards, and I want a guard who can just give me everything. Right. I don't need you trying because that scoring guard is a new thing too. I want a guard who can either just flat out shoot and play defense and have my best player as the guy who has the ball all the time.
So a lot of these guards wouldn't have went high.
In my draft?
Yeah.
No. If you like,
that's interesting the way you put it.
Like even somebody like Haliburton, right? What you're good at, it's like
it's not gonna win me a championship.
It's not gonna win me a championship.
Trae Young.
Right? Because I would rather have more of the like you see Steph, right? If you look at his championship wins. Right, he's not the leading assist man on there. It's Draymond Green. Right, like DeAndre Fox.
Okay.
D Fox.
Oh my God, Gil.
D Fox, come on.
Because I'm DeAndre Jordan, man. I like DeAndre Jordan. My bad. Like
De'Aaron is a star in this league.
How many fucking De'Aarons? That's not a common name.
But I'm saying that should make it even easier.
Don't blame me. But
De'Aaron Fox, we sorry, dog.
But somebody like that, because if I have let's say how I have a Tatum, right? I have a Tatum. The ball's gonna be in his hand so much that I can't have a guard that's sitting there trying to get 10 assists. So if you look at the teams like Philly, you have Milwaukee, and you have Boston. Those 3 point guards, they don't average 7 assists. Right? So their chance of winning the championship is up. Right? If you look at Murray over there, who leads that team in assists? Jokic. Right? You got, the Lakers, right? And you have the Clippers. Like you can see what, and then you can see what teams. Like I go off the point guard. The point guard's averaging 8 assists. That means the team ain't that good, and I'm good. Like that's why I said Haliburton averages 12. Now you take the ball out of his hand. Who can actually run that team? Nobody.
But I mean, look at that team too. So I don't think that's fair to Tyrese because that's what he has to do for that squad.
But that's what I'm saying.
To even be able to be competitive.
Now, if you put him with LeBron, is he gonna average 12 assists? If you put him with Giannis, he's gonna average 12 assists. So that's what I'm saying. His chances of winning a championship is when his assist numbers go down.
But I think you put him with Giannis.
He has a teammate that
because
can
we need
do
you
it
to put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah.
The idea of the game is to put the ball in the hoop.
He needs a teammate that can do it himself.
Yeah, you need
he has none right now.
Like when you think about
that's why Kyrie's so
a Paul
viable.
George, perhaps.
That's why Kyrie's so viable.
Yeah, that's why Kyrie. His 5, 6 assists. That means he's just scoring. I just need you to be effective. I don't need you to sit there and. That's why when they say make your teammates better.
It doesn't always mean pass.
That is a flaw compared to the stats. The stats of these championship teams is that's not the case. The point guard ain't making the team better.
So good question for you.
Like Avery Johnson, right? Did
he legend? Avery Johnson, big fan of the show, saw him in Las Vegas at that board.
That's what I'm saying. Did he like?
Tell Gil I watch Gil's read.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He was the first point guard that averaged those type of assists that won a championship, but he wasn't the main factor on that team.
Play the game of basketball.
But when you look at Tyrese, he wears number 0. Does he have any hibachi in him, any Agent 0 in him?
He's a whole different breed. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, what he came out of nowhere and really just established himself. Like, yeah, like he's like, I was impactful on that getting the bucket, but when you're talking about the whole game itself, right, he seemed like he's more impactful than I was. Like, mine was just scoring. His is putting the ball in the basket and getting the ball to a bunch of sorry players around. See, I wasn't passing to the sorries.
But you also played in a different time, Gus. So, and we've talked about this before, but we take you at the peak of your game, those early 2000s, mid 2000s, and now put you in this NBA, high scoring, faster pace.
I will probably average like 35 points a game, maybe 7-8 assists.
Which
is a little bit more, but there's passes he's making that, I'm not doing that. I'm too close to this rim. Like even the 60-point game, there's Kobe's passing the ball to players that I wouldn't even thought about passing it to. Like he's literally, all right, Luke Walton at the 3. I'm like, oh. like I see, like you got to take a charge of me for me to pass to the corner guy. Kobe's like, all right. I'm like, oh, damn. I'm looking at the game like
damn, I have to do this.
You know what I'm saying? You're making, like when people call you a ball hog, you're like you average 35, but you're making passes that, no.
I hate that term, ball hog.
Man, you're making passes that I didn't make. And right, and it's like that, that's the.
So Lexi, what do you think about the current state of point guards in the league and also in the W as well?
I think in the W, we definitely still have more pure point guards. Like, I would say Chelsea Gray is the best example of that with Vegas. The way she leads that team and the passes she makes, like not a lot of players are making passes like that. I mean, I play with a really good pure point guard in Jordan, but Jordan Canada, if y'all don't know, but she, upped her scoring.
Go Bruins.
Upped her scoring this season. I'm actually looking forward to, if she does decide to come out, how Caitlin Clark's game will translate, because people consider her like one of those do-it-all point guards, kind of like a Haliburton type player, and we haven't really seen a point guard like that for real in the W.
No, not Phoenix Suns. I mean, not Phoenix.
Who? Diana?
Wasn't that her early years?
I've never considered Diana a point guard. She just has the ball a lot. But she, like now, since I've been playing against her, like she'll bring the ball, she'll initiate the offense, but she's not a point guard.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
She just gets rid of the ball, just get it back. But she has the ball all the time. So.
And then Brandon, for yourself, I mean, we talked about this before the show. You were a scoring point guard, also a pure point guard, just depending on whatever the situation called for. But you had the ability to do both. You talk about high school average 35 a game. But playing that McDonald's game, 12, 13 assists, when you had the personnel to be able to just be a pure point guard. So how has that point guard position evolved from when you were in the league to now?
They're scoring more, way more. I think Gil was like the first beginning of a point guard scoring for us. Like when I was in high school, Gil, I had your shoes and everything. So that's what translated my game. Watching Gil and seeing Gil score all those points and by the time I left SCA, that year with Kevin Love, I became a scorer, like my senior year. But that's all because I was watching Gil. So it was like, well, I got to be able to score to be able to be this top guard. So, and now I think, it's so bigger now, but now they're just doing all of it. Now they're finding a way, because the point guard has the ball so much. Now he's scoring, now he's passing everything. So you have the ball so much. When I first came in, it was more like, get the guys, the ball, run through, boom, boom, boom. Now it's more just like, the point guard's making every play, every time down. Yeah. So, but, I mean, that's why I averaged 35, because watching Gil highlights.
Man, I did studying. Like, I'm you're sitting there trying to figure out, Jason Kidd is this dominant, making it to the championship. How does he lose to, the other point guard is Derek Fisher? Brian Snow, like, you know, these guys, like, how are you losing to these guys and you're just dominant and realize that if we remove both point guards, right, we remove you, who's going to be the guy that actually is taking the team over? So when you can't make these passes, you got to play in half court, how are you going to be dominant? How's your team going to be dominant? You know, Fisher, you got Kobe, you got Shaq.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, and then you got Gasol and you have Kobe. The point guard, you know, ain't involved. Yeah. Right? He's just a guy who's going to stick to the point guard, make the open shot, or play D. Yeah. That's what history has shown us.
Yeah. And then when I first came in my rookie year, like it wasn't, I don't know, it was different. Like, I mean, I came in scoring. Like, you know, you had me, Steph, we came in scoring, and then you were scoring, but it wasn't really a lot of guards to where it's like, damn, I got to worry about this guard going for fucking 30 or something tonight. Like, it was more like, you know, you had them Steve Nash point guards where, you know, like you said, 13 and 7. Like a lot of these starting point guards. So it wasn't really like you didn't have to really worry about, damn, somebody gonna go for 40 on me tonight. Like, yeah, okay, if you caught Gill, if you caught, you know, Steve Nash might have 15 and 15, but Rondo having 6 and 11 or, you know, 12. It wasn't like, you know, I mean, Darren Williams 20 and 10, you know, some guards, but it wasn't like you had to worry every night. Like
now it feels like
every night.
Yeah, those nights are a lot
now
more
it's like
often.
every night.
But that's why I said it's like it's trying to figure out, because, you know, the stats, you know, you this new gen where they're averaging 30 and 11, 26 and 11, is still trying to figure out what guard is still inside that mode. And, you know, right now it's really Shea. Like Shea, like if you take the algorithm that I use, Shea will be is like that championship mode, right? DeBron Fox, you know, might as well just keep changing his name.
Fox?
DeBron Fox, right?
Fox.
You got him. Like Trae Young, you're passing it too much.
Luka,
right?
Luka,
you're passing it too much. Like that for Luka to average that many assists. That means you don't have a guy that doesn't sit here but you do have Kyrie, so that might be.
But Luka's 33.
Luka should be averaging
33 and 9. I'm just saying, he's still giving you 33.
He should be averaging 40 though.
But he said, fuck yeah, I'm just giving you my 40.
Like low key, fuck them 9 assists.
But that's what I'm saying. But
nigga's weak.
But the rest of his team is weak, right? If he had a better team, if
he got some players.
Like, okay, how many assists is Maxey averaging? That lets you know the mode. Right, when you have a guy with like Embiid.
So he's averaging 7 assists, 6.7. So 26, 6.7 assists.
6.7. So he's right there as a championship guard. And you have a guy who's averaging 34 points on your team. So that means you take Maxey off. You have a guy that's averaging 34 points on your team, right? With Luka, what did Murray average? Right? He averaged about 6 assists. I'm pretty sure 6, 7 around that time. You need you can't average 12 assists with a dominant player on your team because that ball is stopping for him.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm saying Luka could average 40, bro.
Like with Shaq. 40. Like how many assists were you going to get with Shaq and Tim Duncan?
Nothing, because you got to boom.
You got to pass right here.
Dribble.
Hakeem, how many? You know, you had Kenny Smith. Like that ball is going to the big fella down there. You can't.
So you're saying the whole pure point guard thing, delusion. So
it was delusion.
But is this new wave of
I like that. It is delusion.
It was delusion from the beginning. Magic Johnson threw everybody off.
But even Magic scoring.
I know, but they looked at what Magic was doing. Like they took that one person and tried to create a formula. We need Magic Johnsons. We need this guy. And he is like Jordan. He's like Shaquille. He's like Wemby. That guy is not. You can't pick that motherfucker up at the mall.
Are we gonna have to name the position something else?
So do we need to change the point guard starting 5, like top 5 ever then? Ooh. Because if you put it like that, all that pure shit don't mean nothing. Like we just talking.
No. Now think about it.
If like a scoring point guard.
If you take Steph out and you say like even someone, what was Isaiah Thomas assists like?
The original Isaiah?
Yeah. 4 or 5 assists.
No, right? You got Stephon Marbury then, 20 and 9. Stephon Marbury, 20 and 9.
He was averaging that much?
Yeah.
How about the years he won that ring? Because I'm pretty sure I had him in there, or was he out of it?
Yeah, he was getting 8 assists in the playoffs too.
No, I'm talking about for that season.
9, yeah.
9.5. So him and Magic, the 1 and 2, then everybody probably wouldn't even be champions, right?
That average.
Probably without thinking, like if you had a top 5 and you didn't have Steph in it, right? Who's the champion? It'd be them 2. They're gonna throw Jason Kidd in now because he won a championship at the end of his career. But for the most part, they wouldn't have been champions when they were dominant players. Besides them 2.
I mean, the key word in point guard is point.
Huh? Yeah, see Stockton. That's what I said. He didn't win a championship. Nash didn't win a championship. Jason Kidd got one at the back end of his career.
Let's talk a little bit about Steph, who said him and Magic, top 2 point guards all time. Steph said he's better than Magic.
Someone threw in.
Kills arena percent by underdog fantasy. Whoop, whoop.
There's something that you got to ask yourself. Okay, so when Magic hit him with he's a 3-time Finals MVP, right? That was one of his accolades. No one questioned that first one. Why no one questions that first one?
The rookie year?
His rookie year, Finals MVP. Right? Like that.
What do you average?
The center year. When Kareem got hurt for that game.
What do you average that year?
He averaged about 21, almost a triple-double.
So 22, 11, and 9 assists,
Yeah,
6
almost a
games.
triple-double. Now look at Kareem's.
1980 final?
Like it's not even close. You be like, wait, hold on.
You know what it was. Do I got to say it?
Go, what was it? Look at that.
Because his name was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and not Lou Alcindor. But he averaged 33 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks in 5 games. Didn't play that 6th game because of the ankle injury.
Oh, nah.
If his name was Lou Alcindor, that would have been his Finals MVP.
I see somebody say I'm throwing spaghetti in the wall, but read his stats again.
33 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks in 5 games.
God damn.
Again, if his name was...
That's what I'm saying. You're sitting there like, wait, hold on, man.
If his name was Lou Alcindor and not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar...
Oh, that's what happened back then?
I'm just letting you know.
Oh.
I'm just being real.
Okay.
Like, it might have had a different impact on what was going down.
Oh, they didn't.
They're not really.
Oh, that was, okay, that was the same thing what happened. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just, don't quote me on it. I know the chat will try to back me up.
Huh?
But still, those numbers are crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, when you look at the numbers watching, I'm looking at them like, wait, hold on. But okay, that probably makes sense back in that time. Okay.
Makes it easier to market, right? Magic, yeah, like.
Yeah.
Versus a nigga named Kareem.
Damn.
That ain't.
Shit, I mean, that sound better than Luau.
Luau. Your name is Luau.
Luau. So let's talk a little bit about Steph. Continue to show why he's the best shooter in NBA history. Steph's the only player to hit 3,500 threes. He's at 3,505 right now. No other player has 3,000 in their career. So when we look at this modern game, you talk about the shift in point guard, what Haliburton's talking about as well. How much has Steph really influenced the modern game? Because it seems like everybody wants to try to shoot like Steph, but we've seen him working out in Baltimore. They're not putting in that work like he's doing. A lot of y'all niggas jumpers are janky and broke, and you can't do what Steph does.
Sheesh.
Nobody in particular.
Steph said it best, and you really got to understand the concept of being great, being a great shooter, being a great dribbler. That shit don't start today when you're 20, 19. His jumper that he has right now started from when he picked the basketball up, right? Those 200, 300 shots started when he was. Y'all seen the movie? That shit started back when he was little, where he had to change his shot, but he was a shooter from then, right? That guy is today. So you're trying to sit there and trying to figure out how to be Steph Curry and you're 19, 20. Nah, that's not how that works.
We're going to see
you were late.
Steph 2.0 in 15 years.
Yeah, 2.0, you better start taking those 300, 400 shots when you was 10.
Yep. These records that Bron and Steph is breaking,
and set.
Whoever gonna break those records ain't even born yet.
Yeah, facts.
Like, do we think in our lifetime, and I was gonna ask too, but we're gonna keep it Steph-centric, but what's the more unbreakable, the Steph threes, because that's still going, or LeBron's career points?
I think both.
Nah, you can break Steph's.
Steph's gonna finish with over 5,000 threes.
You can break Steph's.
He ain't born yet, though.
No. Luka. I mean, no, not Luka, but Trae Young. I mean, Trae Young, if you at the same time frame, Trae Young is probably in front at the same time frame.
Yeah, because Steph was hurt.
Right, yeah, because Steph was hurting his ankle. So, like, his is touchable.
Okay, yeah, Bronze isn't.
Bronze is
No,
not
Bronze
touchable.
isn't.
Yeah, whoever, I'm saying, the kid, whoever, he ain't born yet. Whoever gonna break that one.
And whoever he is, he has to be born to break that record. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have,
I'm saying whoever it is, though, he just ain't born yet, though. He ain't here yet.
No, those are two parents.
A very
like, all right,
calculated.
Like, when Wemby meets somebody, you know what I mean? Wemby meets somebody, it has to be it's two genetics that are just phenomenal, and their goal in mind was to beat this record.
And obviously don't want to put too much on Wemby right now because the reality is even a guy like Luka, who's probably the best bet and is still nowhere near.
No, Luka hasn't played what? Luka hasn't played what?
But in terms of right now, at this point in the league.
He has to play 16 more years, averaging like 42 minutes a game, averaging 35 a game, playing 78 games a year.
Talk about the scoring, but it's like the longevity of
and that's the most impressive part.
The most impressive one is Mike. Mike being in the top 5, not even playing that long.
Like, what's so funny? If somebody would have told Mike that there was going to be a LeBron James coming in, then I think he would have took it more serious, right? And when people talk about like LeBron James, what is he doing to play this long, right? Think about like when you're a freak of nature, you're extended 6-7 years, just your body type. So when Michael Jordan was 40 years old, he still had a 42-inch vertical. Right? He still had a 42-inch vertical. There's the guys that are, 60 years old dunking the ball. Think about what they look like when they were 20, right? Those are the freak of nature that's jumping over people. If Jordan took his body serious like LeBron did, right? You remember back then they were drinkers, right? They were drinker and partiers, right? He's in Vegas coming, having 55 in the Garden, right? If he really paid attention to his body like LeBron James did, imagine what Jordan would have been looking like at that age.
I think if Jordan wasn't gambling so much, he would have been.
But that's what I'm saying, the gambling, the drinking, the partying, that ain't LeBron James. He's in the gym at, noon. Yeah. Jordan's in Vegas at noon, and then he's coming flying at the game, 55. Back to Vegas.
Because whoever he playing against ain't averaging 30.
Yeah.
So it's like this a light night tonight. He averaged 11.
So you know what I mean? So it kind of lets you
11.
It kind of lets you know like we did see what LeBron's doing. We seen it in Jordan when he was averaging 20 points, smoking cigars every day. He averaged 20 points, played 82 games.
Averaging, yeah.
But even
That's
just looking at this generation of guys though, and you talk about that, how difficult it is. You now shower with millions of dollars. I'm not trying to make this an MJ versus LeBron GOAT debate or anything like that. But guys like Steph and the work ethic, guys like KD, guys like LeBron, like how fucking insane is that to just think that every day these dudes got to be locked in when they have so much money at their disposal, they can do whatever they want.
It's the evolution of. It's the evolution, right? Like, Michael Jordan compared to the past of those players, he looked at what they were doing and he took it a step. Kobe took it a step above that. Now LeBron took it a step before that. I mean, everyone is taking what the generation before them did and they're adding to their longevity, right? That's all. Like, Kareem, he played 20-something years, right? For a reason. Vince Carter, right? Played 20-something years. Haslam played 20 years, right? But they didn't consciously think about this to start their career, right? So they did something in the middle of their career what gave them, some more years. Steph, KD, LeBron, this is a conscious thing that they thought about why they're lasting a little bit longer than everybody else.
Who you think outside of KD, Bron, and Steph, who's the next player to get a farewell tour?
Farewell tour?
Out of those 3 players, because I think those 3 will, with the names, I think those 3 players will get a farewell tour, but...
Giannis will get a farewell tour. Especially if he keeps playing the way he's playing.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, like after those 3 are gone, like who's the next player that you think the league would be like, stop for everybody?
Stop.
No, farewell is when, the whole year is that year is dedicated to you. So, like, who's getting that outside of those three when they're gone? Or we won't see it for a minute.
That's a good question.
I'm giving Ja
if Ja's healthy, if Ja is healthy his whole career, then yeah, because his impact. Like LeBron impact, right?
Yeah.
But Jordan aura was different, right?
Yeah.
He has that aura.
Okay.
Right, he has the it, right? So, if he's averaging 30, he's averaging 25, he scores 60, he's doing a 55. The way the way the media hits, the way the kids will gravitate to it is just going to hit different, right? So he is that type of player that could have that impact. Like when they did the 75, did you see the video of the 75? That lets you know who the people think the GOAT is. When they did the 75 in Ohio, and LeBron came out, right? And then when Jordan came out.
Last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the staple, the stamp of everything.
Yeah, it just like there's just two different, it's two different humans. Yeah. You can see it. Like they said when you got the 74 and the cameras, and then just the one. And they said there was more cameras on the one than there was on the 74.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And like we can sit here and go back and forth and do the numbers, but when the two humans walked, it's two different walks. Like, and I told you that when I was walking with T-Mac. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm Brunson out this bitch, I can tell you that. I'm motherfucking Brunson.
Yeah, I'm a LeBron guy, and I don't think I'm delusional enough to say, like, Jordan shoes are still selling for more money than when they first came out 20, 30 years ago. People are losing their life.
It's something
still for a 50-plus-year-old nigga's tennis shoe.
It's
But they already have 3 pairs of.
That can't hoop.
They can't hoop. Yeah. Still,
like there's when you think of, like I said, when you think about the NBA, and you think about just
and
the names, right? It's like Magic Bird, Jordan, right? It's just it's a thing, right? No one. I'm sorry, but no one cares about the NBA before it merged. Before the NBA merged, no one cared. Now, I'm sorry, and it looks like I'm attacking again. But before '78, you have those guys. We still want to put them into the NBA, but the NBA was one-sided at the time. There's only a few black people. When they merged, and all the world of athletes entered the NBA, Magic and Bird stood above the rest, right? And that's what made them the pinnacle of what we know as the NBA. And then Jordan just took it to a whole nother level. So those three guys are the founders of the NBA. Even though it started way before, it started in 47, right? We started in 47, but the NBA we know today started in 78.
And that's not, I don't think that's shade. When you have the ABA doing numbers, the ABA's only issue was TV distribution. But same level of stars, smacking the NBA in head-to-head competitions, innovation. That's
what I'm saying. The ABA was today's NBA.
The league's like, we're going to take we can't break all y'all off. We'll bring a few of y'all with us.
That's the ABA.
Yeah, see, that's so like
jams.
That's what I said. Like the Julius Irvings and all them guys. They wasn't considered the NBA until it merged. So it's what we know today was 78.
We also just got to acknowledge that Steph,
the niggas. When the niggas got here.
78 and up, baby.
Thank you.
78 and up.
Afros, Jerry curls.
When the niggas hit sports, that's when it changed. When the nigga came into golf, it became golf. Tiger Woo. When Tiger Woo hit the lead.
I like he. So we also got to acknowledge, you said some love to Steph. Streak of 268 straight games with three-pointer ended last night, Sunday, against the Blazers. He had a pretty tough game, too, but the Warriors got the win. First time he didn't make a three since November 8th, 2018.
Damn.
Against the Bucks.
That's a long time.
That's a long
That
time.
is
Bro, 2018, that's a long time.
5 years. Wow.
Salute, Fred.
Good job, Steph.
That's my James Brown buddy.
That's fire.
Yeah, he was injured at some point during that as well. But talk about you guys. Gil, your streak, 53 games with a made three-pointer. Second longest, 36. Brandon Jennings, 26.
Oh, mine is.
Second longest, 15. Lexi, 12. But on a condensed WNBA schedule.
That was a full
Second
2
longest
seasons. No, I'm just saying, you know how they be doing. Y'all they do y'all jank. Y'all get 6 games. Y'all got a 6-game season.
Gil.
Our schedule released today, and they changed our Commissioner's Cup to kind of simulate the in-season tournament. So last year, it was like distributed throughout the season, and this year it's like all in June. And they cut
Vegas, where we going?
Whoever's the top person.
Oh, they got to go to the crib?
Yeah.
Let's go back to Vegas.
But it was 10 games, now it's only 5, and it's all in June.
Okay.
All the games and the championship, which I think is smarter.
Smarter? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now they
somebody
can,
need that.
promote like Commissioner Cup all month consistently instead of like a Commissioner Cup and then 3 weeks later another one. And then
So y'all was the test dummies?
for IST?
Yeah.
Seems like it. But I'm glad that they saw what the NBA did and they're like, we should probably do that too. Get it all in at once.
Or the NBA seen what y'all did and just tweaked it.
Oh no, the NBA definitely stole our idea. We started Commissioner's Cup like 2-3 years ago. So now we just gonna keep helping each other, I guess. So shout out to the W for that. Love that.
The dub.
The
dub.
The dub. And we also got to just show some love too to Klay Thompson.
Woo!
Moved to the top 10 in career threes made. 2 away from passing Vince Carter for 8th all time.
Vince Carter.
The greatest light-skinned shooting duo the world has ever known. What?
Vince Carter is in the top 10 3?
22 years.
Damn,
Some
I
of the
didn't
things
know
gonna go in.
I didn't know that.
He shot the ball well.
No, yeah.
No,
I mean,
no,
for a guy that was always like, people say dunker, it's like,
Yeah.
yo, that's...
Hey, Klay, he should be in that office right now. Hey, I'm back. Hey, can we negotiate?
We had 28 last
Go
night.
anywhere.
Huh?
Go anywhere.
Can we negotiate? I'm feeling hot.
Gave the Blazers 28. Steph only had 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm in there like, hey, it might back. You know, so funny. No matter how rough it started, it could really backfire for Golden State. It could backfire.
What could?
Draymond Green is gone, right? If they decide to sit Steph and blah, we're going to rest you, and Klay got that team by himself for 20, 25 games.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he got that shit by himself, brother. Because there was a stat like back when in them early days when Steph was gone, he was averaging about 31, 32 a game.
No, I think it's going to backfire on them, the fact that they didn't take care of Klay first.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a guy that can put the ball in the rim and you don't take care of me first, I'm going to have a problem with that.
Set to become a free agent. If Klay was smart, leave the Warriors with nothing, come to the Lakers, where you'll be respected. We got some bread for you, Klay.
Hey, yo, they said Jordan Clarkson is up for trades, Milwaukee.
Jordan Clarkson has been made available per Chris
Hey,
Haynes.
Milwaukee. Hey, Bucks. Hey, Jordan Clarkson's available.
That'd be a hell of a
Chris,
man.
Damn, Brett. No, bro, we got to show our face in Milwaukee. We got to have love from the whole team.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm just saying.
So Jordan Clarkson come.
But who's going to leave if Jordan Clarkson comes?
Don't matter. Long as 34 and Dame and Bobby Portis and Lopez is there,
Can Bobby Portis play the 3?
Yup, sure can. Yo, Wednesday I'm wearing my Bobby Portis jersey.
You trade him for Middleton. They'll take that deal in a minute and bring him off the bench.
What's gonna be under?
And have that coming off the bench.
Who, Clarkson?
Yeah, Malik Beasley can play it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We need some to walk through the tunnel too. Jordan
you need some
dressing in that mother.
You need some players that when that and that's what Brunson is good at. When the game plan ain't working, do something.
Yeah.
And you know, people don't understand in the playoffs, we have a booklet on, you know, your playoffs. You know, you have a booklet on what they can do, what they can't do, what secondary play. So for the most part, they know everything you're doing. So the guys who can go outside of the playbook is the Barreras, the Manus, right? That's what frees up the star when you can just break it. We're gonna push him this way, and he's sitting there and he got 16 points in 4 minutes. And he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, them Lamar Odoms.
Yeah, like Jason Terry, like when people talk about the Jason Terrys and like, oh, LeBron did this, like, yeah, well, the game plan is to stop this man, right? And when Jason Terry, boom, goes out of the offense and he's averaging 18, that wasn't accounted for.
Right, yep.
You know, that's where, playoffs is where you get paid.
Yeah.
It's the payoffs.
The payoffs.
Now it's time, not to be confused with the way-offs, where we need to get those bottom 4 teams playing for that #1 pick. Adam Silver, you love money. They should let us commentate it too, bring the Gills Arena crew.
That would be hilarious.
Let us call the game. But now it's time for our last segment of the day. Mostly fans,
To be honest,
as
I don't
always.
think basketball is about a pure point guard anymore. It's not a thing. It's kind of fizzling out of the game.
You know what? We should fine them for just making us look. They fucking up in the back.
It is the holiday season. We're spreading cheer. Shout out to our immensely talented production crew. Good, you had us working overtime, all right?
Make sure everybody on Christmas Eve, they watch Friday After Next.
Yeah, a great Christmas movie.
Family.
You had us all working hard on Saturday, Gil, at the Gills Arena shootout.
We only like hard workers around here.
And we having a New Year's party too.
Ooh, New Year's party.
We are doing a New Year's show. We know a lot of y'all ain't got shit to do, just judging by how often you're frequently you be in the chat.
We know one person who won't be here.
You know, are you turning?
Family time.
You
bring the family.
I'm not turning up.
Hanging out
Bring
with
the
the young
family.
people.
Bring the family. We gonna be
Bring
here.
the family.
Hanging out with
We
the
on
young
that
people.
McAllen 8.
We're gonna send in a question.
Who?
A family question? Oh, that's cute.
A video?
Oh, family.
Can you please have the pumps in the back?
They're gonna
Yeah.
have matching sweaters.
Pajamas, actually.
Okay.
Send it to mostlyfansgil@gmail.com. Include your Underdog Fantasy username. You'll get $100 deposit.
Okay.
Our first question is from Underdog user by the name of The Last Beast. Who will win a championship first, Ja or Luka?
In theory, Ja.
Okay.
In Memphis?
In Memphis?
No, not in
Okay,
Memphis.
that's
Not in Memphis.
I knew
If they have to stay in the same city.
Nothing about staying in the same city.
That Luka's known from winning though.
Luka has a.
He's known from winning.
Mark Cuban is still running the organization of the
He's sold a majority stake, but he is still handling his
operations.
day-to-day
So he's still making trades.
Let's assume they have to stay in their cities.
And Luka.
I say Ja. He American. We need
America.
something. After Bron and them leave, we gonna need something.
Facts.
It's either Ja or Jason Tatum after LeBron and all.
What about U.S. citizen Joel Embiid?
But the problem is the only problem with Ja is it is Memphis, right? And how many
one's gonna get there.
other
They ain't
stars
gonna
want to
get
go to
nobody
Memphis?
in Memphis.
They'll go to think about all the Texas players that will come back home.
It's all right. All he got to do is win it. Okay, just like how Giannis won a championship in Milwaukee, they got Dame. All Ja got to do is win.
But he can't.
Shit.
Milwaukee, a burgeoning Midwest city, though.
Bro, they owe Memphis. Martin Luther King got shot there, bro. They owe a championship there.
Yeah, if you've been in and they turned the damn hotel into a gift shop, dog.
All the ducks that used to that duck hotel in Memphis. Remember the duck?
Oh, the Peabody?
Yeah, the Peabody.
It used to be, man, you coming home from practice, man. You coming practice, you got to wait for the ducks. I'm like, man, kick the shit out of one of these ducks.
Nah, we did have to wait, though. Remember the ducks?
You got to wait.
Come on with these fucking ducks. About 50 ducks.
We sitting there just some bullshit.
People come all around the world take a picture of them.
I was in Memphis for the Iverson Classic.
Bourbon Street is off the chain.
I was wondering why all these human beings were lined up in front of this hotel for some fucking ducks.
Some ducks.
Really?
Dead serious.
It's a real thing.
It's a hotel.
Ducks crossing the street and stuff?
No, in the hotel. I don't know where they coming
They got
from,
a red
but
carpet.
you know, you come into the hotel and they I guess they got their own little room or something.
Yeah, they got red carpet.
They got red carpet. You sit in the elevator. You sit there waiting like.
Real.
And then you have Beal Street like right over. I mean, it's
Beal Street off the chain.
It's very turned up. I was extremely like this is too much.
I'm gonna say Ja too.
Okay, let's move on to our next question. It's a video question from Underdog user QUAJ21.
Who was you guys' NBA GOAT growing up? Not necessarily the best player in the league, but a person that you admired the game. I know kids nowadays say Paul George is the NBA GOAT, so I want to know you guys' opinion on that. Also, what player 25 and under is hella talented but doesn't get the recognition they deserve? Bless.
Bless you too.
Mine was Kobe.
Kobe?
Yeah, growing up.
No other. Did you have any other favorite players? Like somebody who, like you said, maybe didn't get the love that they deserve?
When I was growing up?
Yeah.
I think he got the love he deserved, but I really loved watching Tony Parker play too. So yeah, Kobe and Tony Parker were like my two faves. So,
How about yourself?
I would say Rondo.
Penny Hardaway.
Always. Nobody else? Was Penny your first? Like, all right, this is.
Penny is the reason I actually fell in love with basketball.
Okay.
Like I named my second daughter. Her middle name is Penny.
Oh wow.
I wore 25 in high school because of Penny.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Me, Allen Iverson. And I just feel like that question is like, that question when he says like inspired and not just like the greatest, I think that should go for also like your Mount Rushmore. Like your favorite players that like your Mount Rushmore, like it's not like all about, if it is about winning, but I think your Mount Rushmore should be about the players that like inspired you and like that made you want to go play basketball, not just because they won.
So is AI the one who inspired you the most?
Yeah, for sure. Like tattoos, like 6 foot, like, I mean, if it wasn't for AI, I mean, shit, the league was dry.
It was.
Like we didn't have that edge. And I feel like AI gave us that edge.
That's
Like you know what I'm saying? Like AI would be on Mount Rushmore. Like it became the hoop. Like just a hooper, if you just naming a hooper, like AI.
Yeah, I think that's why people like kind of get mad at me when I take away the 70s and the 80s and stuff like that. It's because I know you didn't watch those games. You didn't watch them play. You're just doing that because someone else said it.
Yeah.
You just, who's your starting, like who's your greatest five, and then they have like Wilt and Bill Russell in there. Right? And it's like, bro, you're 28.
Right.
I didn't even watch them, bro. My best five is, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Magic, and Shaq. I can't tell you anything. I didn't see it, so I don't know. I can look at the stats and these niggas was great.
Yeah.
But I can't put I don't know it.
Yeah, because it didn't do nothing for you. So I don't care about this. That's what I'm saying. Like
You gonna get mad at little kids who be like, Paul George is the GOAT. He's
But I
like
can't-
11.
No,
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with him.
Yeah.
Like that's who you like.
Yeah.
You can be like, no, you don't know nothing about MJ. They're 11. Like
yeah, he didn't know. Like
they don't know.
Like somebody who put their starting five and it was like they put Wilt, but it's I never seen him play.
So why you in there? Like, yeah, that's my thing. Like, I think people should stick to what they see and what inspired them.
I don't know. Like that's what I'm saying. We can look at stats all we want, but we don't.
Will was saying send a telegram.
I can just go off of history and say if Michael Jordan was the greatest player that ever played, off of his first championship, and he was considered the GOAT, you done told me everything. Y'all don't respect. Y'all don't respect anything from 90 motherfucker to 46. From 1946 to 90. Whatever happened between that, one championship took it away. Cool.
Yeah. But just like the way we feel about Nintendo is how kids nowadays feel about PS5. Nintendo,
yeah, but
a suitable gaming system.
Bro, the Nintendo 64 GoldenEye?
When that came out, what I'm saying, what they have nowadays is smacking the shit out of anything.
Smacking the shit out of it.
I don't know. That GoldenEye, though,
GoldenEye was
Nintendo 64?
Now, you give
4 players?
64, they'd be like,
they'll look at us wild. But GoldenEye was...
You know how they have like them 10,000 games? And you start playing some of the older shit, you be like, ooh.
This was high quality.
What the hell is this? The hell is this?
Like, we used to watch SDTV. Like that shit was clear in quality.
Remember the first 2K on the Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Remember Dreamcast back in the day? Iverson?
Blocks. It was just blocks with arms.
And that Sonic.
The player under 25.
I love Sonic.
Under 25?
Dreamcast.
It will be probably Ja, Luka. Tatum's right there, right?
How does
Tatum is 25.
How does Trey?
Right? Them three.
Is Trey older? Trey young?
Trey might be 20.
Ja and Trey.
Yeah, he might be 24, 25. Yeah, he might be 25.
Trey is 25 years old, just turned 25 September 19th.
Yeah,
He gets a lot of hate.
Yeah, Booker will still be. Oh, he's 26. He probably 26.
But think about how long he's been in the league.
Oh, Booker's 27, yeah.
How long he been in the league? He's still only 27, which is
crazy.
wild. And that makes me feel old. Yeah. All right, our last question is from underdog user by the name of Man Down, Who Up?
Gills Arena, what's good with y'all,
Gentleman's
family?
cut.
Mr. B, my guy, I got a chance to see you hoop back in 2007 at the Rucker. So with that being said, I want to know what's the best blacktop runs y'all have ever been a part of. And also, Lexi, I want to know, do the women get together in the off season and have runs like the men do? Shout out to y'all. Keep doing y'all thing.
Yeah, my own question.
Shout out to Gentleman's Cut.
Oh, to Gentleman's Cut. He drunk as a motherfucker.
He's been hitting the gentleman. Has Steph been saying to you, it's a Gentleman's Cut? And could some of those make their way back to the Gills Arena set?
No, for sure. I got you.
Okay, because...
yeah, I got you.
He's stingy, man.
I got you.
We trying to support
jealous.
Steph.
I'm jealous.
He ordered that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he ordered that.
Okay.
So some of the best blacktop, I know Gil know, Berry Farms, West Fourth, Kingdome, of course, Rucker Park for sure. So, those. And then, Venice Beach, of course.
But, how much have you hooped at Venice Beach? Because that's a
once or
game.
twice.
That's a different game.
Oh, you only played twice? Oh.
Yeah, like
used to go there a lot?
What?
Yeah, like once or twice. Because I was mostly in New York. Because New York had the better hoop back in the day.
This is high school.
Oh.
This is high school. Like, we couldn't wait for the weekend just go to Venice Beach.
Damn.
You up there hooping?
From we get there like at 11, because you got to beat on the surfers, Hispanics, you got to beat through them, and then by the time the real hoopers are like, right, you got to be there.
You say that Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, you got to stack the wins up, baby, because once like 2-3 o'clock come, boy, the real hoopers come. You want to be on the court, right? You want to be on the court, so when you take the L, you can like, all right, I'm good. I done gotta. You don't want to be that one L and you got to wait 35 games because like whoever's playing, he got three nexts. He got like the 3 nexts. I got next and the next, and then you go through that shit. But
the King of Doug, Sidney Dean. A lot of great hoopers.
Yeah, but Berry Farms was for me. It was like the hoopers there. Like I played against KD and Beasley. Like I played against Beasley, there. I had to guard him at that time while he was in high school. So
Michael Beasley, he's talking about too.
Yeah, Michael Beasley.
Right,
you had the Josh Shelby's. You had some real hoopers.
Shout out Miles Ross, the legend.
Yeah, some real hoopers that didn't even make it too from DC. That was nice.
And some of those was on the N1 team. So you had some real hoop.
Shout out D Nice. I played against D Nice. That's from DC.
Yeah,
yeah, I went out there, gave him 45, but yeah.
Shout out to him, though.
Not dead ass.
During the lockout?
And it's on YouTube.
Brandon,
and it's on YouTube. And it's on YouTube. Go look at it. Swear to God.
You don't have the video.
Pulled up in the Jeep in the projects by myself.
The project.
We have the video of that legendary lockout game as well when you see you walking all over them people.
Oh,
Did you have girls? Or women's?
Women's. Well, when I grew up in Atlanta, we had like a lot of talented girls in the Atlanta area, so we would get together sometimes and play. But as pros in the off season, everyone's overseas, so we don't really have time, and everyone's spread out all over the place. But a lot of the better players are overseas. But now, I play at a league called Athletes Unlimited.
Didn't you just sign a new deal with them?
Yeah.
Okay, we see you.
So yeah, that starts in February. It's 5 weeks of games, and it's different because it's just one giant roster of 40 players, and there's a leaderboard, and you get points for everything that goes on in the game, and the top 4 players are captains, and every week there's a draft.
Oh, so you're on a new team.
We change teams every week.
Okay.
And there's no coaches.
That's now you speaking my
language. Oh, good.
There's no coaches. Oh, you can't sub me out.
Yeah. So y'all gotta pull up.
How do y'all do the subs then? How do y'all do the subs?
We have coaches. They're called facilitators, but as the captain, you give as much power as you want. So sometimes facilitators will be like, I'll do the subbing. But the first season, I was a captain 4 out of the 5 weeks. And by week 4, I was like, all right, I'm not doing the subs.
That's what I'm saying. That's.
But I did. For the most part, there's only 10 people on each team, so you know, you can't please everybody, but
10. I'm going with 8.
Yeah, motherfucker getting passed.
oh yeah,
Eight.
nah,
I'm
for
going with 8
sure.
players.
They passing me the ball, and
I
I'm
mean,
leader.
the last
Yeah, I'm
2
going
years,
8.
The last 2 years we have 44.
Eight.
Just cut the roster down. to
Tell them to hit the portal.
8.
portal.
not
But yeah,
doing
the draft, like, it's fun. It's we have a lot of fun. So that's like the closest thing we have to off-season pickup, basically. But we
yeah.
get paid for it.
You said
on
February?
TV.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
We might come in there and commentate, talk some
Sydney,
Shout out to
Sydney
Althus.
plays, TP plays.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out Sid and TP.
Shout out Sid.
Out here making my see Sid with Anita Baker. Yeah, put.
Sid just making all types of shit happen.
She walked out first. I'm like, who's this person run up on stage and where's security? And they're like, oh, okay, Sid.
It's just Sid.
It's Sid. We appreciate y'all for the great questions. Also, as a reminder, or this is the first time breaking this, make sure you pull up to Melly Monaco's YouTube channel immediately after this show. Give us the one-on-one rematch.
One-on-one rematch. They said I cheated the first time.
Gil versus Melly Monaco.
Oh, did you win it?
You know Kenyon was training her the whole time?
He did. He told us, and Kenyon said not to tell you.
Yeah. Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Yeah, Kenyon was
Dang.
training her. And it was the day Rasheed Wallace was here. So.
Got you.
Yeah. So make sure y'all pull up to Melly Monaco's YouTube for that one-on-one rematch. Hopefully Gil has brought and kept honor with this Gil's Arena show presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoop, whoop. Woo-hoo. But we will see y'all again tomorrow, Tuesday. We are back. Holla.